Okay, here we are again. Day 2 of 4. Well, probably day 2 of 3 at the rate that we're going, but I don't want to say anything too much because 2 of the toughest bosses in the game are very likely to be on our radar today. And yeah, you know, they could be roadblocks that, could catch us up a little bit. We'll see if it happens. Not sure. And as much as I'd love to lie and say, yeah, well, I was a little late because we're moving at such a good clip, I felt like I could kind of handicap myself and we'd still get the game done by tomorrow. I cannot lie about that. That would be too much.
Greetings. Let's see how dank the souls are laughing face.
The souls, they are a dank, Marie. As we will see shortly, we have not leveled 420 times, so we are not blazing it, but we have leveled 69 times, so that at least is pretty nice. But thank you for 32 months, I appreciate that. That makes you Trideca dichromatic, something like that. I gotta look up like the actual like prefixes at some point here. So I actually know what the hell I'm talking about, because at certain points I say the words, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Something ain't right there. Because, like, I mean, if once we get to 33 months for you, it's going to be like Trideca trichromatic, and it's like, hold on. Would they have put tri twice in the same word? Oh, but yeah, welcome back. We are just about ready to get started. Let me take a drink and we'll get going so we can get working on these bosses. Yeah, no, I was late because I know Saturdays are tough sometimes because like me and Cole do our shopping for the week on Saturdays, and I work out on Saturdays because I can afford to work out Mondays and Wednesdays, but not really any other day of the week. So I kind of have to shove everything into Saturdays. So if we leave a little later to go shopping, or if I do homework for a little too long, all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I'm 10 minutes late. Whoops. So that is the case. Hopefully we're not too late to this whole process of rescuing Princess Dusk, because, well, last time she was trapped in a crystal golem, and, I mean, she wasn't exactly having a great time, but she was not exactly in danger of having her life be lost. Now she's been swallowed by the abyss, which is just not a good time for anyone, so I guess we better get going. But before we do that, let's not forget this time to do this. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Souls, the stream edition. I am translucent again today because we have the Ring of Fog on. Last time we got our second Lord Soul from Seath. We started working on the DLC, and we are through 3 out of the 4 bosses on the DLC already. So we will just continue at our good clip. We have an elevator shortcut to let us get down to the area we need to go to. The only things we have left to reinforce would be the Ascended Pyromancy Flame, which needs to go up to +5. And I believe we need 76,000 souls to get that all the way up. So we will get that from a combination of one of the bosses that we'll fight today, and actually, I think between the final boss of the DLC and one of the bosses, like the boss that we'll fight right after that, I believe we'll get that amount. So that's perfect. That'll make this a lot easier. Alright, now if I remember correctly, this part is particularly devious in terms of its ability as a trap, because there's like a whole bunch of sorcerers with dark orbs and stuff down there, so I think I might Hawk Ring like we did before and just kind of pew-pew. I feel like that would work pretty good. Get the feather arrows going so I can maybe just snipe these guys right in the face like that. Oop, okay. He's on his way. Let's see what you can do then, eye boy. Where'd he go? I think he's trying to shoot at me from down there somewhere. Yeah, he's down there somewhere. Okay, I'll just shoot at your friend then. Okay. Hang on. That's gonna hit him in the side. They designed this on purpose this way, didn't they? So that they would run very explicitly in a direction that would not be where you can shoot at them. Well, at least we got that guy, because he's melee, so that works. Ooh, I think he lost interest. Hold on. We might be fine. Yep, we're fine. I think there's like 3 more sorcerers down there, though, if I'm remembering correctly. I remember this trap very explicitly because it's kind of devious in that way, you know? Alright, Hawkring. Do your thing. Perfect. That works. We've thinned the herd a little bit now. So that should make it a little easier to deal with them. I think there's one to my left and one to my right. There's one right there. Oh, 2 melee guys. Okay, I can handle 2 melee guys. Oh, especially if they just die to 1 hit. Holy hell. That'll definitely work. Any other orb, gentlemen? I don't hear anything. I do see this, though. Soul of Brave Warrior. I'll take that. We don't need a Hawkring anymore. Do I want to fight this guy coming up? There's like a mini-boss coming up here. I think he's more weak to Pyromancy, so I might equip the Bellowing and just kind of go nuts on him. Let me take a drink, actually, before I do this. Let me sit up. I wonder if they changed the effect of the Pyromancy Flame in the remaster, because I don't remember it being that on fire when you ascend it in the original. Then again, it has been a while since I ascended it, so that could be part of it. Alright, mini-boss time. Chained Prisoner. No HP bar, but good lord, is he a looker. It's a face only a mother could love. Alright, start fire orbing. See how we do. Oh my god, okay. Someone lied to me and said he was weak to pyromancy. That doesn't seem to be the case. I'll keep throwing the fire orbs regardless, but either way. I mean, I guess this is working, right? Just kind of roll away. I'll probably, yeah, as I say, break the stuff. Oh my god. Ooh, did he just read my inputs? Alright. Maybe I should have great fireballed there. Oh, this was a bad place to do this. Oh, no, we're fine. Never mind. Phew! If that was weak to fire, I don't really want to know how much damage I would have been doing with my mace, because that didn't seem like weak to fire to me. Oh, I should reset Great Combustion. We can do that when we find the next shortcut, though. We don't have to do it now. So. We do, however, have to... Hello, travel even deeper. That is what we will do. You going for a ride with me? No? Alright, fine, be that way. Well, something broke out of here in a hurry. Can't exactly keep prisoners in if the abyss swallows the jail. Doesn't really work out too well now, does it? Alright, well, we took care of that guy. What do we got for souls going on? We got 10,000. That's 5 each, so that's 25,000. We got 25,000 sitting in the thing. We can't warp to this bonfire, though, so it might actually be better for me to not leave yet. And, like, go try to upgrade the flame to +4. It might be better to just wait on that, honestly. Go back to the fog ring. There we go. I might need to cast light here, actually. So maybe I won't turn the thing off. Let me see how dark it is in here. Yeah, it's pretty dark. I guess I'll cast light. Why not? Probably defeats the purpose of the Ring of Fog, but, you know, it's all good. I can see vaguely where I'm going now, so. In the chasm of the abyss. There's a crystal lizard. Oh, right, I don't have my thing on. I believe this one's kind of a trap. He's meant to lead you towards the guys over there, which, if I remember correctly, will cause you to... Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of them over there. You can see their eyeballs shining in the darkness there. I think that treasure over there is another spell, though. I think it's Dark Bead, if I remember correctly, which is a very, very busted sorcery that deals lots of damage. Ow. I have no poise. I gotta remember that with this setup. Yeah, it's a very busted sorcery, deals lots of damage, and a lot of people used to gank low-level players with that because they would, you know, just not level up for half the game, and then they would come here and grab that, and it could one-shot. I mean, to be honest, it's like a shotgun, basically. It shoots like 6 tiny dark orbs at the enemy, and it deals very massive damage if it hits with all of them because they all have their own hitbox, and they all have their own hurt box. Oh, that's not good. Remind me to stay away from those guys. I also think there's another sorcery down below all of them there, too. Not a sorcery, actually. I think it's the only... Maybe it's that item over there. There's one darkness-based pyromancy in the game, and it's called Black Flame. And I believe that's what's down there, what all of those guys are guarding. It's great combustion, but it deals more poise damage. So that's just great. But I don't think I need that. I use Great Combustion sometimes, but not an entirely large amount of times. Hi. Thanks for catching my fall with this smoke, I think. But where is the cat leading me? Is it the Cheshire Cat? Alright, Humanity Ghost. How do you feel about Fire Orb? That hurts a little. I believe if they like walk into you, they have like a hurt box effectively. So like they can hurt you just by floating into you, basically. So just be careful of that. Toss some fire at them. Oh, good! A great fireball just kills them. Fantastic. Well, kills the small ones anyway. Yeah, I had a feeling. I also have a feeling my cast light's about to run out. This is the shortcut, right? Let me just see. Man, terminal velocity on this elevator. Yeah, so this one will lead us up into... I'll just tell you, it leads up into the Royal Wood, but before we go up there, I'm actually going to go into the illusory wall that we just found. So, you go up there instead of dealing with these humanity dudes. See what we find in here. Spooky, scary humanity ghosts. Naturally. Because why wouldn't we find them in here? Tiny, spooky, scary humanity ghost. Wonder what that thing is over there that they're all crowding around. Well, only one way to find out. Oh, right. I don't have my bow. Still have fireballs, though. Is that a puppy? You guys get away from that doggo. Come here! Oh, this is not what I wanted to do here. I was gonna whack you upside the head with my mace. Isn't really working out too well. There we go. Chat, I may have found the dog. Now we must protect the dog. Naturally. Oh. Okay. Bye. Fall off that ledge, then. See if I care. Maybe I should equip my bow. Because if this guy's not going to go... I don't want to, like, accidentally hit the dog with the, you know, the fireballs. So let's just see how you feel about that. Ooh, that works pretty good. Wow. Didn't expect that to do that much damage. They're not exactly corporeal, so... Are you okay, pup? Is that Artorias' sword? You're welcome. And for rescuing the doggo, we get the Cleansing Great Shield. Artorias' well, it was his shield. Not exactly effective anymore, but I guess it kept the pup out of danger there because it was probably what was warding him. It's pretty strong elementally and stability-wise. It doesn't block 100% of physical damage, but it does block 80% of magic and fire and 70% of lightning. So if you're going to be taking elemental damage specifically, this one's pretty damn good. So And apparently, yeah, so there you go. The steel great shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. So apparently the dog's name is Sif. Cool. We rescued Sif, so now, I don't know, that's cool. I'm glad Dogo is safe. Wow, taking it like a champ didn't even move. What in the actual... Yeah, I know. Those humanity ghosts are, something else. They just sort of... you know, it's fine. I'll just take it. It's all good. What do I got to lose, right? I'm a ghost. Alright, anyway, now I can show you where this goes, because not too far from where we were standing just there is the end of the DLC, basically. It's where the final boss of the DLC is. And as it turns out, you go this way, and you end up back in the Royal Wood, right over by Chester, which means you can use this as a very convenient shortcut to go back to the township. You can leave, you can ascend your Pyromancy Flame, you can level up, you can do whatever it is you want to do, and you are good to go. Now the real question is, do I want to turn off cast light? No, I think I'll leave cast light on, honestly. No, I mean, it's going to turn off in a second because it only lasts like 300 seconds, so 5 minutes. But I think I'll leave it on with Fire Orb and Great Fireball, and I'll use it in the Abyss, but then I'll like put my bow back on when we need to, so. Oh, that's what Knife Doggo looks like. I just joke that Zacian crowned is Knife Wolf. I mean, it's true, honestly. Like, Zacian... I mean, you think about it this way. Zacian was designed by a different designer who 110% definitely played Dark Souls at some point before he designed Zacian. So, like, the resemblance is uncanny. So, do I want to ascend the flame from here? Yeah, kinda, because I got 25,000 souls I'm sitting on, so then I could go into the final boss fight of the DLC, and then if I lose the souls, I'm not going to be like, okay, you know, about it. So, why'd I go up this way? Daughter of Chaos, there we go. That's where I'm going. Yep, the knife and the shield wolves. I don't think Sif ever had, like, I don't think Sif has a model where he uses the shield, unfortunately, but, it's the same principle, basically. If he had used the shield, it would be that way. Yeah, I think Ring of Fog is a good idea. I'll just, like, feather the two-hand button so I can walk through the swamp without having to worry too much about it. The poison will be a problem, but I'm not really super concerned about that, so I'll use this so that the enemies don't see me. Wait for the mosquitoes to go back to hell where they belong. Oh wait, we're in hell. Never mind. I keep getting this ad now from TikTok on YouTube videos that I watch on the app where it's Michael from Vsauce, and he's showing off how the air cells work in eggs. And the ad always, I mean, you can skip the ad after 5 seconds, but the ad always cuts off where he's like, if you push an eggshell down into water, it'll sink to the bottom where it belongs. And that's it. That's where it cuts off. I just get a kick out of it because it's like, okay, nope, you got me. That one's pretty good. So, I think if I walk this way, the boulder guys won't see me. And then I can kind of just do this. Be poisoned. Go kill this thing. Just for existing. And I think Quilana's over here, if I remember correctly. Yep, there she is. Now, are the mosquitoes coming after me, or are they leaving me alone? Nope, they're leaving me alone. Perfect. Okay. Hold on, Quilana. Let me just use these up. And one more. Yeah. I'll lose like 5,000 souls if I lose them in the boss fight, but that's okay. So.
Ah, it has been some time, truth be told. I thought you had perished.
Well, I did die. once against Calamite, so, you know. Alright, +4 this, and 40,000 will get us a +5. We'll have that after the boss fight, so that should work pretty good.
Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Your ad block is funny. It's been skipping to the last second of ads. They technically play, but they've been skipped. Ah, we have found the tech. The people that put the ads on the video still get their ad revenue, but we get to skip the ads. Truly the best of both worlds. Alright. We should make it back to the bonfire pretty handily. I mean, at this point, I'm not even really worried. Like, we've got so much health and stamina because of the Ring of Favor at this point. It's just, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what to do with all of it. I forgot how much, like, you can gouge vitality and endurance in Dark Souls 1 without really any penalty if you use a strength weapon. Like, if you use a dex weapon, the problem with dex is that it doesn't scale when you two-hand a weapon, so you have to level it up to 40 in order to get the full benefit. With strength, I can level it to 27, two-hand my weapon. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Two-hand my weapon, and I get 1.5 times my strength in damage calculation. So now 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. The game rounds it down to 13. So I effectively have 40 strength when I two-hand my weapon. Saves 13 levels on a dex build. Of course, dex gets other benefits. Your casting speed actually increases with your dexterity, so we'd be casting our pyromancy spells about 10% faster at 40 dexterity if I was using a dex weapon. But, I don't know. I don't really think that benefit outweighs the fact that you save 13 whole levels that you can stick into vitality and endurance. So, but it's kind of up to preference, you know. Alright, anyway. Oh, I can go to the Oolacile Township dungeon. Which one is this one? I kind of want to find out, so I'm going to go see. Is this just the one that's down by the prison cells? Probably. Yes, it is. Okay. So I guess we can warp to this. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe that's something that was added in the remaster, because I don't think you could do that in the original. Either way, we'll go back to the township because we have the shortcut. Let me just rest here so we get a... This will be our checkpoint, basically. This will set as our point of return when we die, because the likelihood of us dying to this boss is decently high. Lucille Ivory Catalyst, Ring of Fog for now. We'll get through all the humanity ghosts to find the boss fog, and then I'll equip... I want to equip my stuff before I go through the boss fog, so hopefully I'll remember to do that. The Crystal Lizard, by the way, dropped white Titanite chunks for us there. There's also a white Titanite slab inside of the Abyss, so if you didn't feel like going and grabbing the ones from Nito's dungeon and you haven't beaten Nito yet, you might want to go look for it, because then you'll have a +10 Divine Weapon to go through the entirety of the Catacombs and the Tomb of the Giants, so... We didn't really need it that badly, though, so I said, yeah, it's okay. I'll just be fine with what I've got. Alright, so, completely nullify the Ring of Fog, probably. I don't really know if that's true or not, but the ghosts don't seem like they see me too much, so I'll just, you know, put Cast Light on and then go. Follow the Prism Stones. They'll guide the way. They'll also kind of look like items, so, you know, that doesn't really work out for us. Oh, okay. Pardon me. I was gonna start whacking and hacking and thwacking, but apparently I don't have to, so I won't. Hello there. Ah, good. A humanity. Just what I need. Oh, hang on. Green Titanite shard. Okay, cool. I'll take that. So that over there is where I believe Black Flame is, if you want to go grab it. I don't need it. It's fine. This, however, this awkward-looking platform is, in fact, walkable. And it leads down further into the abyss towards the boss, so that's where we'll go. I love walking on precarious platforms in this game. Twin Humanities. Alright. And I think you can farm humanity down here as well. The enemies down here, I think, have a halfway decent drop rate, especially if you put the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring on. So, oh good, the boss fog. I don't know if that's safe, though, so we'll go down the normal way. Does this lead to the slab? Or does this lead to where I want to go? This leads to Teeny Tiny Humanity Ghost. It might lead to where I want to go, but I don't feel like dealing with Teeny Tiny Humanity Ghost. Again, follow the Prism Stones, I guess, would be my best... the best thing I could tell you. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, yeah. So down there, you can actually see a dude with eyeballs. But, well, I can't really look from here. If I could zoom in enough to show you, he's a little bigger than the usual guys that we fight. See how his eyes are spread out? It's kind of hard to see, but underneath my bow's, like the knocking section, not the knocking section, but like where the thread ends there, the eyeballs are spread out quite a bit. You can actually snipe this guy if you get to the right angle from outside the boss fog and kill him, but that's cheap, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do this the usual way. Alright, so what do we need? I could put Crest Shield on. I think I'm going to do that just so that way I have it in case I get into a situation here where I might need it. Spellstone Plate Ring I think is a good idea too. He uses a lot of dark sorceries, so that's probably not a bad idea. And I'm going to stick the Silver Pendant on as well. I'm going to see if I can use it for... I'm going to try to deflect at least one dark spell with it. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I'll try. Alright, so we are ready to go. We've got a few spell casts in case we need it. We'll see if this works out. Here goes something. Well, I saw eyeballs, but I don't see a way down without breaking my legs, so okay. This feels like the abyss that I've seen before! Ow! Goddamn toothy hand. What did I ever do to you? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, final boss of the DLC, Manus, the father of the abyss. Ow. That would have been a good opportunity to attack. Oh well, didn't really work out for me. Well, I'm glad I can block all of the damage on that, but obviously it makes it a little hard to, you know, do anything else. Okay, 306 ain't terrible. He has 6,666 HP, so get ready for a long fight. I mean, I guess he's technically, like, not close to dead yet, but he's got, I mean, we've shaved off 1,800 already, so I guess that's not terrible. That's probably the best attack to attack from, though. Right there. Okay. I guess it held my input for a little bit. Let me actually, okay, wrong button, but let me do this real quick. He starts using dark magic at around half his HP, if I remember correctly. Before that, he doesn't think you're worth it. It's a good opportunity to attack again as well. And then I rolled into his hand. His hand was not supposed to be where it was there, though. So I'm not sure why it ended up there. Oh well. Well, if he roars like that, by the way, he's doing his 5-hit combo, so just run away as much as possible. This is good. I missed, too. That's surprising. I had to roll a little late there. Okay. You just slow down with the combo game? What do you think this is, Bloodborne? Yes. They were developing the concepts for Bloodborne at the time that they were developing this boss, so pretty much. Alright, I gotta find an opportunity to heal here. I'm in the ground. Nope, that's not a heal either. Ow. See him stand up there, though. He just decided, okay, I'm done with my attack. Now to hit you again. Healing again. Oh my god, he keeps going. How do you manage that one, man? I want whatever stamina stamina thing you're chugging, because good lord, I can't do that. We'll go roar at somebody else. Okay, here comes the dark magic. Oh god. I don't think I had any iframes there, even though I was using my, dead. Yep. Not dead. I have 1 HP left. It's incredible. I'm gonna need to chug twice, though. Alright, we're fine. For a minute. Okay. Maybe I should unlock when I do that. I can actually hit him. I think he keeps catching me right at the end of my iframes there. It's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is kind of like the get used to him part of the fight, basically. Like, I'm probably not going to beat him this attempt, but let's say, cloud attack. This is towards him. I wasn't sure if I was going to make that. I definitely didn't. I should have just silver pendant it. Gonna do another attack after this? Yep. Uh-huh. I see your game, Manus. Oh, God. Okay, 1 Estus left. Definitely not my best moment, but... Okay, that works. Not gonna get the chance. It's too far away. Okay. No, don't roll towards him, you idiot. We just used all of our stamina to block that. Okay. Wasn't sure how long that would last. But it's good to know what I can and can't roll through, honestly. So, kind of okay with this. Gotta unlock as soon as I dodge there. Skyward. 3 rolls. Too early. Nope, never mind. Not too early. Okay. That's the roar. 5-hit combo. Okay, got him. Okay. Oh, God. Shouldn't have turned my back on him. Get the jumping attack. Not bad. Ooh, I'm at the edge. That's not good. I always dodge roll a second time there. It seems like the right thing to do in that situation. I don't know if it is, but it seems like it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was gonna silver pendant. I think I need to take the green blossom out of my quick inventory because switching to the silver pendant between the Estus and that doesn't work very well. So, alright, so maybe we won't green blossom. And maybe, honestly, maybe I should grass crest instead. Because, like, if I'm not getting hit by the dark magic, the spellstone plate isn't really worth my while, so I could Chloranthe. Put the silver pendant here. I should really put away those dung pies. Maybe after this I'll remember to give them to Frampt, and then I won't have to worry about putting them away. Oh well. Yeah, so if I do that, and then I put Grass Crest here, I mean, it doesn't have the same stability as the Crest Shield, so I probably won't be able to block as much stuff, but I think it might still be okay. Like, it'll, excuse me, give me enough stamina to, like, not have to worry about all that stuff. Do I cast Light and then? Nah, I'm not going to cast Light and then, because I really don't have much time to even use Pyromancies in this particular instance, so... I was going to, like, cast Light and then refresh my spell uses, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's just better to just go for a run, you know? But yeah, our stamina, I mean, it's not regenerating super quickly right now, but it's regenerating a decent amount faster. With the Chloranthe Ring and the Grass Crest Shield. And with Green Blossom, if we were to eat that as well, it would regenerate even faster. You get 30 points of extra stamina regen per second from the Grass Crest Shield and the Chloranthe Ring. And you get 40 points for 60 seconds from the Green Blossom, so it's pretty nice. It's quite a lot of stamina regen. Oh yeah, hold on. First things first. We don't want this to be going off right now. We want a Ring of Fog first. Cast Light. Do that. Put this back on. I'm not sure if he'll give me the opportunity to use the composite bow, but I'm going to try to keep it in mind because it might not be a terrible idea to take it out and use it, you know, in this fight. So, like, if I can't get in on him, it might be a good idea to use it just to get some extra damage off, you know. So, I'll give it a shot. Literally. Okay. There we go. What, no green Titanite shards for me this time? Not that I need them, but, you know. You could be a little more generous. Spare a cup of sugar, neighbor? Alright, don't know where the souls are in the arena. Might try to find them. If I run across them, I guess I'll just pick them up. But if I don't, then, well, I don't. Okay, that'll work. Alright, so Ring of Fog off. I'm probably going to take a lot more damage from his actual, like, spells now, though, because I don't have the Grass Crest, so... I better get the Silver Pendant ready and waiting to go, because otherwise it's not going to work out for me. So he snatches you back up every time you re-enter the arena. I might let him snatch me to get me down there and then skip the cutscene. Just because it gives me an opportunity to take a drink right before I fight him. So, alright. Good start. I was going to start attacking there again, but okay. Sure, why not? Don't know where the souls are, so I'm not even going to bother with them just yet. I'll wait. Okay, that's 1,000 HP gone, just like that. 1,500. If he keeps this up, we'll be in good shape. It's like I'm back with the Reinforced Club, baby. I don't know why I keep redoing my one-handing. Like, oh, I see my souls. Like I'm gonna start blocking or something. This was a mistake. Oh, he got some good damage off, though. Towards, so go. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What a combo. He was like, nope, fuck you and your HP. Just decided to walk right up on me. Like, what would... I guess I could have stood up and Silver Pendanted, but like, Jesus Christ, Manus. He's tough. I'm not even going to try to front and be like, yeah, no, I'm just... No, he's tough. Like, it's going to take a few attempts, so... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Maybe I'll leave the Lucille Ivory Catalyst there. It doesn't look like... Because I think the best times for me to shoot him would be when he's across the arena, which is not really that often, honestly. Like, usually if I'm not hitting him, it's because I didn't dodge something properly, so, like, when am I going to have the chance to hit him in that case, you know? So. But back down we go for attempt number 3. We've already lost the souls that I had, those 5,000, so we actually broke our streak. We had not, up until this point, we had not lost any souls forever. Like, we had... picked them up if we had died, basically. So that was a pretty good streak. I'm kind of proud of it, honestly. I mean, especially considering I haven't played in 8 years. Like, I'll take it, you know? So... You know, he's probably going to drop something now that... He did drop something now that I dropped down. Oh, well. We might not need Cast Light, though, judging by the fact that I'm coming down here. I was about to say, relatively safely, as I just about fell off there. But now that we've got the path, it might be better to not have Cast Light, because I can just follow the Prism Stones and then drop off, and then be dropping off again, and there we go. So, I think Ring of Fog's a good idea, though, because the guy at the top there still wouldn't see me. I'll stick the composite bow back on. You never know, just in case. Just in case I have a brainwave in the middle of the fight or something. But I'm not really super concerned about the fact that we lost the souls because, excuse me, it was like 5,000, so it wasn't really going to do me much good except maybe to buy a few more arrows. And, well, now that they're gone, I mean, okay, I need to dodge that a little later than that, because that dodging does not work. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not really super concerned about having lost those souls because it really only would have helped me to buy arrows, so it's fine. It wasn't enough to get me a level up. This guy by himself will give me 60,000 souls, so that's enough to get us that last level on the pyromancy form. So, yeah. Oh, that's not a good dodge for that. Oh, good. He backed off instead of, like, yeeting me out of existence. Good. That would have hurt like hell if I hadn't dodged in on that. How did I miss? Did I go through his legs or something? Oh, God. Oh, I can block that. Grass crest. Cool. Okay. Alright, well, oop, does he have a tail swipe? I don't know. Don't want to find out the hard way. What, the short arm again? What'd you do, miss? I'm glad that hit. It wasn't the jumping attack, so... That hit, though. Silver Pennant time. Good. That didn't work. Get the Estus out. Get ready. Next attack, Estus. Hello, souls. I'll be back for you in a moment. More attack. Okay, that still hit. Good. That little jump back always gets me, though. I always feel like he's gonna, like, actually hit me there. Okay. Another cloud attack. Okay, sure. I'll take it. Is this forward? Yep. Thank you, Knight Artorias. You made my life a lot easier with that silver pennant, I'll tell you what. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. He's getting pissed that I'm dodging his stuff, so... Okay. Short arm of the law again, huh? Thought he was about to follow up on that. I was gonna be like, wait a minute, I've never seen that before. Sorry, I think I see Chad out of the corner of my eye. I'll be with you in a moment. Sorry. Little busy fighting the Father of the Abyss at the moment, but we'll get there. He's not really giving me many opportunities to... I mean, I guess I could whack his arm when he does that, but it feels dangerous to me. I'll dodge for a little while. I'm okay with that. This, okay. That's what I want to see. Thank you, Manus. Probably could have punished that too, but he's 2 hits away, so I didn't want to get too overzealous, you know. There we go. Oop, okay, didn't do that right. I dodged a little early and I paid for it. Okay, clouds. Back up. Coming in from behind me. There he goes. Go on, do another jumping attack. That's not what I'm doing. Maybe I Estus. I feel a little better now. 5 hits. Okay, because I was behind him, he stopped. Fair enough. Oop, that wasn't a good dodge. Another one? Kind of. Okay. Trippy. Shouldn't be doing this. But he's 1 hit away now. I shouldn't have backed off either. It's okay. We'll be fine. Maybe. Clouds? Okay. Behind me. Got it. Go on. Do a jump. Okay, I'll do a jump. Fuck you. And that takes care of that. Prey slaughtered. Wrong game, doesn't matter. 10 humanity for beating him. Got his soul as well as 60,000 souls. And there's Princess Dusk as well. Hold on, ma'am. I'll be with you in a moment. Conker, how you doing? Welcome back. You came in just in time. Yeah, the silver pendant put in some work in that fight. I was going to be like, yeah, I'm only going to, like, you know, deflect one attack. No. I deflected a lot more than one attack with that damn thing. But that was third attempt. I'll take it. That's not bad, honestly. He's probably the toughest boss in the game, in my opinion, so I'll take that, you know. Definitely works out. All right, Dusk. I don't know if it's a good idea to leave her down here. But it sounds like she's not getting up anytime soon, judging by all of this. Must be an awful nightmare she's having. I have an idea. Let's just make her life easier getting out of here. Hold on. There you go, Dusk. When you wake up, use that to get yourself out of here. It'll make your life a lot easier. Hell, it just made my life a lot easier, so definitely make yours easier, too. Alright, let's light it up. Go tell Elizabeth the good news, and then get the heck out of here and work on more Lord Souls, shall we? Oh yeah, and we gotta fight the 2 Sanctuary Guardians as well, so we'll do that after we, let me think. Because we can use Manus' soul to get enough souls to get our flame to +5, I think, from where it is. It's at +4 right... Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't even have to, because it's at +4 right now, so +5 will only take 40,000 of those souls. So we'll, I don't know, we'll figure it out, I guess. Doing all right yourself? Good! Sounds good then, Conker. Glad to hear it. Finished with the DLC now, so...
I have awaited thee. Thou hast rescued Princess Dusk.
Yes, ma'am.
Rid us of that terrible primeval human, even halting the spread of the abyss.
Oh, killing him did that?
The
Nice.
grandeur of thine enterprise.
I didn't even know that was going to
Please
happen.
Allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
Not a problem, ma'am. Glad to be of service. And for helping out with the DLC, we get 3 of Elizabeth's mushrooms. Are you sure you should be giving me your progeny? I don't know if that's such a good idea. Oh, she doesn't sell anymore. I was going to say, maybe she replenished her stock of gold pine resin. Not that I would really need it. How many bosses are left now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 pine resin and 5 bosses.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead.
Yeah.
No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on.
You know, I'll
And
take
shall
it.
be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us.
Because honestly, you could create a time paradox if you started talking about me, so...
May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, you too, Elizabeth. Just don't follow them too closely, because trust me when I tell you, and I might create a time paradox by saying this myself, the flames are under the control of someone else. Someone that all of you in Ulasil probably know pretty well at this point. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about that. Anyway, we're done with the Ulasil Ivory Catalyst now, for good this time. We won't actually need it ever again, now that we've gotten through all the dark areas in Dark Souls. So we'll put that away, we'll put away Cast Light, and we will go from there. Oh yeah, and Elizabeth's mushrooms, they're not Estus flasks, basically, but they're kind of Estus flasks. They give you, like, really high amounts of HP regen. I don't know the exact amount, but... like, when I say HP regen, I don't mean all at once. I mean over time, basically. So it's pretty good. And like it says at the end there, its dramatic effect can make the difference between a warrior's life and death. They're not lying. Those can be pretty good in certain fights, especially if the fights are difficult and have a lot of things going on, and there's 2 enemies and only one of you, like that one. Probably have to worry about that in a second. Isn't she a mushroom, though? So I don't think she's too concerned about her progeny. Yeah, you know, that's fair, honestly. Like, I mean, how often do they spore, right? Like, it's probably just like, yeah, okay, well, I don't know, I can do that again. Mushrooms are an enigma. I don't know. Alright, let's plus 5 our Pyromancy Flame so that we are done using souls for the remainder of the game, and I can just collect them up to lose them. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what we could do with the extra souls, now that I think about it. We can use them to fake having a build that we don't actually have. Hang on, let me actually put the Ring of Fog on. And also, how many humanity did we get? 16 and a twin, so we've got... Oh yeah, and we've also got this. Oh, so it was Manus's pendant that was broken that was inside that golem. How the hell did it get 100 years in the future? That's bizarre. Maybe it happened when he turned into the Father of the Abyss or something? I don't know. Anyway, let's use a few more humanities so we can give them to Quelaag's sister. Let's use like 11 of these. We lost one in Manus's boss room, but that's okay. Doesn't matter too much. Use this. Oh yeah, and I gotta equip the old witch's ring so I can talk to her, so let's do that too. There we go.
Quelaag, what is it?
And offer her all but one. And there we go.
Quelaag, please.
Okay,
if
same
I
stuff
am
that she said before.
Goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
I don't think we're going to get any new dialogue out of her, unfortunately, because I don't think she says anything new until you get to rank 3, if I remember correctly, of the Covenant, so it's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I should probably re-equip Cast Light, or not Cast Light, Great Combustion, now that I'm through using Cast Light for the rest of the game. So let me do this. A little too stupid to use the sorceries, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, that's regular combustion, there we go. And like I said, you could also get Black Flame from inside of the Chasm of the Abyss. You just have to either fight your way through all of those humanity ghosts that were kind of all lined up. There was like a dozen or so of them just kind of sitting there. You could either fight through them, or you could just kind of like try to run around them and grab it and then die. Or just, you know, run around them, grab it, and then dodge them again to get out of the way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. I'm good. I just watched something that used to be human get corrupted into a gigantic reindeer monster, so I don't think, with a toothy hand, no less, so I don't think I want to mess with dark sorceries. I'll leave that to the professionals. Hell, he might have been a professional, and look what happened to him. So yeah, so after this, we'll go see if we can take on the 2 Sanctuary Guardians that are just hanging out. I think you have to beat Manus first before you can fight them, but we'll see if we can take them on. Might be tough because it's 2 of them at once, and it's kind of like, they're definitely not programmed to be fought like more than one of them at a time, and even though they're individually not very hard to beat, between the 2 of them it's probably going to be kind of tough. And especially considering the fact that I've never fought the 2 Sanctuary Guardians at once fight, like ever before in my life. That'll make the difference, so. But, yeah, we'll give it a shot, or 2 or 3 or 5 or so. See what happens. Alright, so Quelana. Mosquitoes are leaving. Good.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you. Let us begin.
Okay, and last reinforcement. Perfect. So now you can't reinforce the Pyromancy Flame anymore, unfortunately, but we've got it all the way up as far as we can go, so that's good. I don't really need anything else from her at the moment. I think we've got pretty much everything. I think she has additional dialogue for you, though, if you ascend the flame and you buy all the pyromancies from her, as well as defeat the Witch of Izalith down in Lost Izalith. So I think then she'll say something new for you, but I don't really need any of this stuff. We know Fire Orb is good, but I can only equip one of them at a time, and I only have 3 slots, so it would have to replace either Great Combustion or Great Fireball, so... Firestorm's okay. It has 20 uses, but don't let that fool you. It's more like 2 uses because it puts up 10 pillars, if I remember correctly, per use. So then you get 2 uses out of it, basically. So like it's 20 uses, but that's how many pillars you get, and you can put up 10 pillars at a time. So there you go. Fire Whip is similar. It has 80 uses, but you use 20 of them per use, so it's really 4. Combustion has 16, and that's actually what it is. Undead Rapport apparently has 7. I've never used it before, so I couldn't tell you how good or bad it is. Probably not too great, because there aren't really any undead left. And then Fireball, which is your basic level 1.
Now go.
So,
Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
but yeah, no, that's it. We're done. We've got all the stuff leveled up, so we're good. Let's head back to the bonfire, and then we will. I think I'll go actually to Anor Londo, because that's where we can, like I said, do the thing that emulates a build that we don't actually have because we were blessed in the catacombs. So we'll go buy some stuff that I definitely don't need, but we can buy it anyway, and then I can, well, kind of tell you how to quote-unquote complete that build if I remember how to do it correctly. I think you actually need Power Within in order to complete it, so. But we've actually seen Power Within because we saw the leech thing, the parasite that was in the normal path to Blighttown, although I don't know if we ever went over towards it. But underneath it is the Power Within spell, just hanging out on a dead body. So basically you beat the parasite. You can do it from long range if you want, whatever. And then just pick up the spell that's on its body, and there you go, you got Power Within. It's, I think I said it before, but it's a 40% damage increase at the cost of, I think, 1% of your HP per second for 100 seconds. So, there you go. Okay, so, let me see, is there anything else I want to put away? I guess these, because I don't want to be carrying literal shit around with me anymore. Put those away. Oh, I'm missing one carving, and I actually know where it is. It was in that one mimic that was in the middle of the building thing. Not the building thing, but like the top. It was like a circular section with some stairs, and I was like, oh no, nobody would put this here unless it's a trap, so. So I'm missing one carving, which, I mean, I guess we could go get, but I really don't want it because I'm not going to use it, so. And then Manus' soul. I'll put these away. Don't need those. Don't need that. Keep that, because that'll still come in handy in certain situations if I'm going to block. Am I going to use Caduceus Kite anymore? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably not, especially since Crest Shield is +5. I will use the target shield again, though, so we'll keep that one. And I'm going to take this out, because then we can... Oh, yeah, and I also need something else. Hold on. Where would it be here? Up a little further, it's a sword. We picked it up, right? I'm pretty sure we did anyway. Yeah, we did. There we go. Don't think I have any armor to put away. Anything else? Probably just leave the rest of this stuff in my inventory. I don't think any of it is like stuff that I'm particularly unenthusiastic about. This will still come in handy, I think, in the boss fight, one of the boss fights coming up, although I might just use Chloranthy instead, honestly, because it might be better to regen stamina faster. This one will come in handy when we go to Lost Izalith. I haven't really worn this one, but it might be not a bad idea. Yeah, well, we'll see. Alright, warp to Chamber of the Princess. And see if we can burn these souls that we've got. I think we have enough to buy. There's 3 pieces of armor that I want to buy. Again, don't have to, but okay. Almost made it in time. I would have fallen if I would have kept... If I would have committed there, I would have, like, touched it with my foot, and then it would have gone down too fast, and I would have fallen and just died. But, I mean, it would have been fine. But, let's not do that today. Okay. So we'll go grab these. I'll probably Homeward Bone, honestly, because I think... Actually, the last place I rested was probably the... Daughter of Chaos Shrine, so... Damn. Doing some good damage. I guess we'll just get a few extra souls while we're here. Why not? Bye! never saw me coming. I mean, obviously, I'm wearing the Ring of Fog. It's kind of hard for them to see me coming. I wonder if the Ring of Fog is exactly the same amount of, like, hidden value in the game's code as the Hidden Body spell. Or if Hidden Body is higher on the, like, how much it hides you because it's temporary. I wonder.
Hello.
Hello, Giant Blacksmith.
I can. Strong I am.
I know you are. Alright, so let's do a little repair work while we're here. And then, purchase. That's what I was going to do. I'm like, wait a minute, why was I here again? We can purchase, I guess I can buy some arrows from him as well, but let's make sure we can buy, oh yeah, for sure, the rest of the stuff. Like, very easily. Buy the giant stuff here. And we got 6,100 left over, so let's buy 4 of these and then buy the rest. Okay, maybe not the rest. I only need 34 to get this back up to 100. So, there we go. That's good. Okay.
You come, I forge. Shiny, shiny.
Yes, sir.
Shiny from Duke. Forge weapons. Make shiny more happy. Come it soon.
Okay, so what was the point of this whole exercise? Well, first of all, we could replenish our arrow supply, so I guess that's not too bad. But second of all, we have, because we were blessed with Pinwheel's drop, we have all the equipment necessary to put on all of the items that are used in the ever so famous Giant Dad build that was made way back when this game was still relatively obscure and then blew the hell up when everybody dogpiled on top of Dark Souls like it was, I don't know, something worth dogpiling on top of, I guess. Mask of the Father, giant armor, giant gauntlets, giant leggings, grass crest shield, pyromancy flames, Viander. Although this is not the correct Viander. You need it to be a Chaos Viander +5 in order for it to be a legit, true Giant Dad build. So, in order to get that, you'd have to go get the Chaos Ember, which is the one that's behind all the Taurus demons in the Demon Ruins. You'd have to get enough Green Titanite, and you'd have to bring the Chaos Ember to Vamos, who is the final blacksmith we never found that was in the catacombs. Bring 10 Green Titanite with you. Bring 7, I think, red Titanite chunks and a red Titanite slab with you. And if you don't have those, you'll probably be able to find most of them in Lost Izalith, so then you can come back and do that. We are mid-rolling, actually, with this, I think. Let me just see. Hold on. But, okay, the lighting's not particularly great for this, but there we go. There's Giant Dad for all of you. You two-hand the weapon. You do the, well, what is it? And there you go. Here's your Giant Dad, quote-unquote. It's not real Giant Dad, because, again, this Viander's not upgraded properly, but we have enough with Havel's Ring and the Ring of Favor to actually mid-roll with this, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think we'd be that high on the endurance on the equip load. I, however, will stick with my mace, I think. I just can't rock Giant Dad the way Giant Dad can. So, alright, put the Chloranthy ring back on, because we'll probably need all the stamina regen we can get for the Twin Sanctuary Guardians, and then I think I'm just going to Homeward Bone. We got 9 of them. May as well. Alright, so let's go back to the Sanctuary. And then we will head back into Sanctuary Garden, I think was the name of the place, to fight the two, whatchamacallits, the two Sanctuary Guardians. Let me put away the Giant Dad set, though, since we don't need it anymore. I'll keep the Gold Pine Resin. It won't really help in this fight anyway, because he's pretty resistant, both of them, so won't really work too well. Zviander we can put away. I think I had Dusk's set as well that I didn't put away, so maybe we'll put that away too, because I don't need to be carrying that around. Alright, so let's go find all that stuff. We'll put it away, and then off we'll go. There we go, there it is. The Crown of Dusk, by the way, I'm not sure if it says it here. It does, actually. So it raises the power of sorceries and I think pyromancies as well by, I want to say it's another 20% like the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring, but this one comes with a penalty because it reduces your magic defense by 30%, if I remember correctly. So you kind of got to give and take with that one. Sometimes it's not worth it, but sometimes it's not a terrible idea. So I usually don't use it myself. I usually have enough damage. It's like, okay, I don't you know, I don't have enough damage to kill this thing in a couple of hits, but I'll just dodge a little more. It's fine. We're going to put Havel's Ring away as well. I forgot to do that before because I'm so used to carrying it around, but we don't need it now that we have the Ring of Favor, so we'll just put that away and we'll go from there. All right. Let's go see about these Sanctuary Guardians. See how we do. Wonder if I should use an Elizabeth's Mushroom for this. Let's see. I'm going to equip them, honestly. I don't know if they're worth using here, but I'm going to equip them just in case I get to the point. Because, like, once we get it down to just one, it'll be a lot easier to deal with them. But while we're fighting two of them, it's not going to be so simple. We're probably going to have to do some exchanging, basically, in order to get them down. Are they here? Oh, I see one. Ah, there they both are. All right. Let's see if we can tame the cats. Yes, yes, I hear you. Oh my god. Which one of you wants to fight me first? This one, apparently. Hello. Yeah, like I said, we'd have to do some exchanging. Alright, double hit off, but no. Dodge back. Okay. The other one's being kind of tame for right now, so that's good. Let me take some hits at this guy. That's fine. Ow. This is what I mean, though, right? Like, you get between the both of them, and what are you supposed to do? Doesn't really work out too well. Ow. Yeah, like that. So if they didn't dodge, and it would have been, like, if I had been able to poise break them, I think it would have been a little simpler there, because then I could have, like, you know, gotten a bunch of damage off on them. I think they have, like, 2,500 HP, I want to say, so we might just have to, like I said, get super aggressive and just, like, heal as needed, but we'll see. Yep, I hear you. Oh my god. Alright then. I guess we could always run away if we, like, need to heal or something. Try to focus down one of them. Like, even if the other one does something that I would normally be like, yeah, I should probably, like, you know, stop and do something like that. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what the other one's doing either. But alright, that's fine. This one's half dead, so that's actually kind of nice. Maybe if I run this way, yeah, I can get away from the other one. So say, now what are you gonna do? Tried to hit me with your tail, huh? That would have been nice. Try to get the damage off there. Would have been great. I did not, though. Oh god. Alright, back up. Being obnoxious. I thought I heard you doing something over there. I was gonna say, get out of the way, this is his strongest attack. Alright, just chug. Or, you know, just don't dodge at all when I'm mashing the button. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? Uh-huh. Alright. Just, dude, get out of there. I'm mashing the fucking button. Get out of there. Maybe an Elizabeth's Mushroom is in order in this particular case, because that was going great, and then there were no opportunities to attack whatsoever. So maybe an Elizabeth's Mushroom is in order, so I could just, like, heal off the damage they're doing until I kill one of them, you know? So, Again, I wish I had done this before, because then this wouldn't look quite as sloppy as it's probably going to look. As long as the one's going to stay over there, I'm kind of okay with it. But will he stay there? Doubt. Oh, okay, good. We'll see how this goes, and maybe I'll use this mushroom if needed. Okay, good. No, don't miss. Okay, that was an off-balance hit, so... Would you dodge when I'm pressing the dodge button? Please! Jesus Christ, man. Do something! Alright, well, we got the Elizabeth's mushroom off, so that'll help a little bit. Yeah, so this is the part that I'm not really happy with, is when they start doing this, basically, where they're just like, okay, I'm just going to spam all my projectiles instead of actually hitting you. Like, what am I... In that particular case, then what do I do? You know, I mean, I have the Elizabeth's mushroom right now, so that helps. But just hit the guy, please. Oh my god. And we're out of mushroom too, so alright, back to Estus, I guess. Oh, nice combo, you guys. Just trying to kick them. I'm just trying to get the one down. Might be able to do this. Okay. He's kind of resistant to that, but it might help a little bit. If I can dodge out of the way, there we go. I'm gonna get him now. Okay, we're down to one. That will help immensely, actually. Because now I know how to fight this guy. Like, before this, I got nothing. Okay, let me just top off. Thank you. Thank you for being so gracious to let me top off so I can fight you, like, at full HP. Got me looking. Uh-huh. And I got the stamina for days there, friend. I'm going in. Uh-huh. Alright. Well, that takes care of that. Little frustrating, if I'm honest. I mean, again, it's one of those fights where it's like, you know that it wasn't programmed in such a way where, like, they put those two there as an additional challenge, not because they were actually programmed to be in a fight together. So, you know that's why it's there. It's just there as an additional challenge, but I don't know, just a little frustrating when, like, all of a sudden, like, you get a whole bunch of damage off and it's like, oh, cool, he's almost dead, and then they just start spamming projectiles. They start running away. It's like, get back here so I can take you down, please. They have other moves, but they decide to spam the same set of attacks. Typical annoying enemies. Yeah, pretty much, but we got them, so I'm happy with that. It will work out okay. Where do we want to go next? What do you think? Oh, Sif, yeah. I should probably go see how he's doing, because we saved him, so, I mean, 100 years later, he's got to be doing something. And I gotta imagine that there's only one place that I could find Sif, so let's go back to the parish. Because that's close enough to Darkroot Gardens' Door of Artorias for us to get there. So let's go take a look. Twitch almost glitched. It almost let you give your 32-month message again. Well, hey, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's weird, though. I wonder why it would do that. That's a little bizarre. Alright, so no more Elizabeth Mushroom. We don't need it for this fight. Any of the fights coming up, really. Well, we will for the fight in... Well, actually, no. That's not true. I was going to say we will for the fight in New Londo Ruins, but honestly, I don't think we will. if we really need the extra help with the fight in New Londo Ruins for the third Lord Soul, we have Havel's armor, and Havel's armor has pretty decent magic defense, so, like, that's enough, you know. I don't think I need Chloranthy, though. I think I'd rather have Wolfring for right now, just because that way I can kind of exchange with the plants here, because I have so much HP that the plants won't really do anything for me, so... Alright, but we bought the Crest of Artorias a little while ago, if I remember correctly. I guess I can look in my thing and find out if I'm, you know... See, that's what I mean, is I can do that and just exchange with them. Oh, good, and get another purple moss clone. Should be in our keys here. Yeah, there it is. So this will open the door into the forest. Now, like I said, if you don't want to buy this key, you don't have to. There's a second way up. Over by where the Hydra is, there's a ladder that I actually went up at one point because I was going up there to get a Soul of a Brave Warrior. And you can actually go up that ladder and end up in a different part of the forest behind where the door is. The reason why I don't go over there is because, well, there are cats, and they are not nearly as friendly as that one was when it tried to lead me to Sif, so... Yeah, not gonna do that. You can do that if you'd like, though. It's probably easier than going this way in certain situations, so... But either way. Let's head this way. The DLC is done, by the way. We beat all the bosses. I guess you don't get a Sanctuary Guardian Soul for beating the, whatchamacallits, the 2 Sanctuary Guardians, which is, I guess, a little unfortunate, but not terrible, you know. Alright, I'm going to checkpoint right here, and then we will, open the door with the crest. I believe you need the crest in order to get into the actual boss fight behind the crest door anyway, though. So I don't think you can just walk in here without the crest, so maybe you have to buy it. Well, maybe not. Maybe that door opens without it. I could be wrong, though. I don't remember. It's been a while since I went in that direction in the forest. Kind of like the Royal Wood. I'm going to try to... Hello. Friggin' Ring of Fog guy. Where'd you get your Ring of Fog? Oh, there's 2 of them. Alright, I think that'll get rid of this guy. Yeah. Now. You think you're clever with your little spells? Where do you think you're going? Get out of here. Human enemies. That's a little interesting. I wonder what they're doing here. Is that another one over there? No, that's a plant. Never mind. That's another one over there. Nice axe. Say hello to my hammer. And that's what you get for not using any poise. By the way, if you wander around through the forest over there, there's a couple more... Actually, I think there's only one more. It's that guy. It's a cleric. There's a few quote-unquote player characters wandering around in the forest. I think there might even be a hunter as well. They basically have the same equipment as the starting classes. But if you wander over in that direction, there's a bow over there called the Black Bow of Ferris, if I remember correctly. It's really good if you're a dexterity character, because it has really high scaling with dex. It's the best bow, probably, for dex characters. Although I think I like it a little better in Dark Souls 2. We might get it in that game, so I'll tell you why when we get that far. Oh, you look familiar. You're the one that led me to find Sif, aren't you?
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to
Maybe
find
she doesn't remember?
But cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorias? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication.
Uh-huh.
Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale.
You know, I probably should have checked in with Logan to see if it actually is a fairy
Go not
tale,
yonder
but...
knocking for nothing, I say.
Ma'am, I will go a-knocking if I choose. Goodbye. I feel like she's doing that to try to protect me, but at the same time, I have Lord Souls to collect, so I really don't have much of a choice, honestly. She's the Forest Hunter Covenant leader, so you can join the Forest Hunters if you talk to her and you answer her questions. Although, for some weird reason... By the way, here's the stone set, so if you don't have Havel's set and you want it for the fight in New Londo Ruins, this one's also a good one to wear. Very heavy, but still a good one to wear. Yeah, for some weird reason, in the game's code, if you... Oh, the little mushroom children are here. If you answer any of her questions, it doesn't matter how you answer her questions, but if you answer any of her questions, it counts as a sin in the game's code, which means you can be invaded by Blades of the Dark Moon, which is why I usually don't answer them, even though I'm usually playing offline. I know, bizarre, but it just seems so weird. It's like, wait a minute, why is this a sin talking to you? Is it because, like, you're a cat? Isn't that, like, racist a little bit? But yeah, this might look a little familiar. Remember how in the Royal Wood we went up this way with the Ring of Fog to try to go through the forest, and then we went that way to get to the elevator to get to Artorias? Here's the bridge. Not the bridge Calamite landed on, but the bridge that we were walking out of in the DLC. So we're basically going backwards through the DLC towards where Elizabeth originally was. Now, do I need the crest here? Well, I reached into my pocket, so probably. Didn't say used Crest of Artorias, so... Maybe not. Anyway. Looks a little more barren here than last time I was here. Also a little more open. Maybe it's because before there was like a lot more rocks and a bunch of other stuff around here, but apparently they buried Artorias here because there's his greatsword sticking out of the ground. I'm going to run a little like loop around his grave real quick though, because there's an item behind it. And I think I can get it without doing the boss fight here. We're going to find out in a second. But if you go grab it... It's the Hornet Ring, the final ring in the set of 4. This one is associated with the Lord's Blade Ciaran, who just so happens to be the person that we gave Artorias' soul to. So it looks like she might have been the one that moved the sword over here and most likely guarded his grave until the day of her death. That's a little bit of devotion, I suppose. They must have been good friends. Alright, anyway. Now we can head into the actual part where the boss fight begins. Although, considering the fact that it's a boss fight at Artorias' gravesite, I really hope I don't have to do what I'm probably going to have to do. But only one way to find out. Gotta tell you, man, your pendant helped quite a bit in that DLC. Okay. Hi, Sif. Whoa, buddy, hold on. Ooh, okay. Alright. Slow down, slow down. Look, can we talk about this? Look, it's me, hang on. Don't you remember me? Oh, poor boy. My poor boy. You grew up without me. I'm sorry. I should have been there for you, but I'm a time traveler now. Sif, are you sure? Well, I guess he's got to test me to make sure that I'm ready for the Abyss, but I don't feel so good about what I'm about to do. So we have to fight Sif, because he needs to make sure we're capable of fighting the darkness. And that means knocking him out. I guess he made use of Artorias' sword, though. Okay, it stored my roll again. I should unlock from him. There we go. Okay. Oh my god. Thought he was going to come around a little bit there. He did not. Double roll. Go. Oop, almost got him. Ooh, he almost got me there. Yeah, definitely unlock when he does that 3-hit combo there. It's just a little easier to deal with him that way. Stored my roll again. Heal. No, I'm not. Never mind. Yes, I am. Come on, Sif. You can do better than that. I mean, I know you're testing me, so you really should be asking me that question, but... Oh, my poor boy. Stop. Don't do this to yourself. Sorry, Sif. Never feel good about that fight. It has to be done, because we can't beat the game without all 4 Lord Souls, but... Yeah, they knew what they were doing when they programmed that one. Making him limp at 20% or less of his maximum HP is cruelty. But we got him. And we have the Covenant of Artorias now, which, if I take a look at it in our inventory, allows us to walk in the abyss without dying. So we'll have to equip that in order to get into the boss fight. It's another reason why I don't like equipping super heavy armor to the point where you need Havel's Ring and the Ring of Favor, because, like, in order to wear it properly and still roll enough. Because if you have to do that, then you can't wear the Covenant of Artorias in the boss fight, so you end up gimping yourself a little bit and you end up, like, fat rolling through the boss fight, which is never a good time. So that's why I only, usually bother with either the Havel's Ring or the Ring of Favor, but not both in any given build that I make, so... Yeah, Doggo seemed mad for a moment. Poor Doggo. It's unfortunate that we have to do that, but, I mean, there's nothing else I can do. We needed the Covenant to get in there, so... And Sif wasn't going to let me in without knowing that I was ready, so... Poor boy. My poor boy. I left him all alone for 100 years, with no master, so he ended up guarding his master's grave. And then I had to come back and kill him in order to save the world. Well, like I said, it had to be done. Nothing for it, other than to press forward. Because he wouldn't want to see me sitting here moping about his death. He'd want me to do what has to be done in order to continue with my mission. So that is what I will do after I buy exactly 1 large arrow from Andre. What else do I do with these 50,000 souls?
Don't get yourself killed.
Well, yeah, that, I guess, but... No promises there, man. I'm not so certain. This next boss fight is probably my, like, not my least favorite in the game, but it's probably the toughest one for me out of all of them, if I'm honest. So, the area is pretty tough, the boss is pretty tough. It's a little different. It's another situation where Dark Souls has a quote-unquote gimmick in its endgame dungeons. And in this particular case, the gimmick is that in the boss fight, you're on a timer. I'll explain a little more about it when we actually get there, but you effectively have 30 seconds to do something in the fight, or else bad things will happen. So, Frampt, why don't you have a munch on these dung pies? No, it's not something urgent, but also no, I'm not warping. I guess he'll give me 1,000 for each Elizabeth's mushroom, but I don't really need that. There you go. Don't need these either, honestly. You know, I might be able to make like a... I should probably take these out of my thing so I can make like a silly decoration in the abyss, just for the hell of it. But yeah, there you go. He'll give you 4,000 for Sif's soul, 10,000 for Manus' soul, so... I'm just going to give him this rubbish because I don't need it, so... we already exchanged the rubbish with Snuggly over there, so... we don't need to exchange it. You can't exchange it again. You can only exchange it once per file. Even if you go to New Game Plus, I don't think you can exchange it again, so... That wouldn't work. So it's not like I'm going to need it. Anything else I want to get rid of? Did I have a duplicate of anything down here? I don't think so. Not anymore, anyway. Oh, I can get rid of these Goff's Great Arrows. Okay. Don't need those anymore. I think I got rid of this stuff. I've got the stone set in my inventory, so I guess I'll just... Oh, he'll give me 1,000 for the Calamity Ring. Perfect. There you go. It will be well hidden forever now, and Frampt will also take double damage from everything until that gets through his digestive system. I don't even want to know where that ends, if I'm quite honest with you. I mean, hell, I almost had to find out the one day. But yeah, we're not going to figure that one out.
Farewell.
Is Patches back yet, or did he not leave the thing yet? He is back. Well, what the hell, you old dog?
we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time.
Just
I'm
one?
done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now.
Yeah, all right.
Wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you.
Once you start grave robbing, Patches, it's kind of hard to
Oh,
stop.
relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Yeah, until I walk off the short pier right next to you. I guess he'll give me the Dr. Wily please forgive me emote, so that's cool. But I believe Patches is the one that you can actually purchase. Okay, so yeah, he lets you buy the mace, so that's nice, I guess. He also lets you buy the Crescent Axe, which is, I suppose, okay. It's not quite as good, I think, as it was in Demon Souls, because it was the Fat Official's axe in that game, so didn't have magic damage in that one, but it was a pretty strong strength weapon, so... honestly, though, it kind of suffers from the same problem that I have with a lot of Demon Souls weapons that have the direct hit system on them, which is that the first hit is always great, but the first hit always pushes you forward, and so then if you repeat your attacks over and over again in Demon Souls, the direct hit system just sucks, because then it's like every subsequent attack, you deal less damage. So, I don't know, it just never really struck me the right way, I guess. So, oh yeah, here's where you buy the other masks, by the way, so... You can get these. You can also get the Cleric Helm from him, which was originally going to be my armor, my helmet piece, but I think it's just ever so slightly heavier than the Elite Knight helmet, so I can't quite wear it. I guess I'll buy these, though, while we're here, and I'll buy the Cleric Helm so I can show you, but yeah, not really something I can do with that. I'll buy a Divine Blessing, too, because why the hell not? Buy a Humanity, sure. I've got all these souls, I might as well use them on something.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire?
Yes, sir.
Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot.
Uh-huh.
Just nod your head and keep him on your side.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, I think Patches gives you a bunch of like dialogue about the different NPCs of the game, so...
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric?
Yeah, a humble merchant,
Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
They've got good weapons, though. I mean, this mace has been doing pretty good for me.
Oi, have you met Lautrec the Embraced?
Yeah.
Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down.
Boy, it's a good thing we nipped that one in the bud
Especially if
before it
you've
became a
humanity to
problem, huh?
spare. Right. Good stuff, eh? Don't you forget who got it for you.
Yeah, alright, don't let it go to your head, Patches. But like I said, he's got good stuff. He let me... I mean, I don't know if his Divine Blessings are unlimited. I don't think so, but... I mean, it's fine. It's all good. Alright. Put some stuff in the box. Probably most of the stuff I just bought. I mean, I'll keep the Divine Blessing. It'll probably come in handy. Take these out, though, so I can make my silly little thingamajiggy in the abyss when we go down there, my silly little drawing. It's probably just going to be a circle, though, honestly. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything particularly good. Oh, yeah, I should probably show the armor that I just bought, so... not the masks, though. Those I'm not really super concerned about, so we'll put those away. There. But the Mask of the Mother gives you extra health. Mask of the Child gives you extra stamina, so you can use those if you so choose. As for the Cleric Helm, it is, yeah, 0.3, not even 3, 0.3 units heavier than my Elite Knight Helm, and so I actually can't wear it without mid-rolling, unfortunately. As you can see, it weighs me down just enough to where I do this. The reason why I was originally going to wear it is because, honestly, I think the silverishness on the helmet, this helmet, actually is a little closer to the hard leather metal pieces than the Knight stuff, but I suppose I would still be wearing the Knight's gauntlets anyway. And to be fair, we haven't really noticed a difference since, like, we were in the Duke's archives, so I'm okay with what we've got. So let's go put that away. It's probably up here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe it's not up here somewhere. It's going to be in the middle. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And I think that's it. All right, back down to New Londo. So the plan for the rest of today is to get through this next boss, which, again, we had two tough bosses on the docket today. So we had Manus himself, and then we have the boss of the New Londo Ruins, who I think is probably, in my opinion, the toughest boss in the base game. So two tough bosses on the docket today, but they're we already fought Sif, so that's taken care of. We have 2 bosses left to fight in Lost Izalith, well, in the Demon Ruins, and then Lost Izalith. And then all we have left is the final dungeon and the final boss, so we are just a cruising here. I think we should, like, even if this next boss gives me difficulty, we should be able to beat him in the next hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll be able to, like, if we spend the rest of the stream on just this boss, which I can't imagine we're gonna, it's not that hard, but, at least I hope it's not. Now that I said something, it probably will be, but, you know. Yeah, so even if we spend the next hour and 15 minutes on it, I feel like we'll probably still be able to, like, beat the game on tomorrow's stream. Because, like, there's only, after this, there's only 1, 2, 3 bosses left. So, yeah, I don't feel like we'll have too much trouble with that. I'm going to stick gold pine resin on. I don't actually know how many of the guys I'm actually going to fight here. Maybe I should Ring of Fog as well, actually, because Wolf Ring's really not going to do me much good. And we don't need to wear the Covenant of Artorias until we actually drop down into the Abyss, so Ring of Fog might be a little bit better for now, just so that the enemies don't see me as much. We will have to spend 1 Estus after taking fall damage, though, when we go on my little personal shortcut over here. Well, it's not even mine. I've seen somebody else use it, and so I've sort of just incorporated it into my run back here. I just think it's easier than going all the way up into the first ghost house and going down the elevator and then still having to deal with all of the dark wraiths down here. It's just easier to go like this and just run past them. So, probably should have brought Cast Light again. Oh well. Alright, and then go this way, up the stairs, past the other guys. Probably like 1 or 2 more dark wraiths between here and the fog, but yeah, we can kind of just do that. Shuck and jive, and then do this. I think the ghosts might be able to get in right here. So I'm just going to go down, because once you go down to a certain distance, they won't follow you anymore. So, like, yeah, we don't hear them anymore, so they won't follow us after this. Go down to this second platform, because I think you can hit the other ones if you don't do this. So, maybe I'll go down a little further. We got to wear the Covenant of Artorias here, and that'll let us go down into the Abyss. I'll keep my gold pine resin handy. And we'll see what we can do. Probably just use it during the first section of the fight, and then that'll do it, I think. Alright, so we'll S this up. And again, if this is giving me enough trouble, the reason why the stone set is so nice is because it has pretty good magic defense. It will make you fat roll because, I mean, obviously it's very heavy. It's made of stone, but at the same time, if you have enough magic defense, it doesn't really matter because then you can kind of just tank through, and it gives good physical defense to boot. So you can kind of tank through both of the damage types that actually affect you in this fight, so. Alright, let's go see what we can do in the Abyss. Am I fully healed? I am, yeah, I used an Estus. Alright, so here we go. Into the Abyss we go, once again. Let's hope Manus isn't in here anymore. That would suck. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it stored my roll. Hello? Ah. Wait, where'd you go? I just saw you. Oh, there you are. Yeah, so this is the Four Kings. It might be better, honestly, to just tank through some of their attacks, although this one I wouldn't tank through because it's going to hurt. I wouldn't get too far away from them, though, because then they'll do their other attacks that are much stronger, so... So you're on a timer in this fight. And the reason why you're on a timer, why I'm saying that, by the way, whack their bodies while they're disappearing. You can still deal damage to them. Every 30 seconds, a new king will spawn. So if you're not careful, then you'll have to deal with all of them at once. And this grab attack is nasty because it takes like 10 seconds to resolve. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. But, like, it takes forever to resolve, and that's not good. And he's doing it again. Oh, good. So that means this is a wash, because now I get to deal with this again. It steals your humanity as well, which is not so nice, but, you know. Alright, now if you do it again, I'm going to be a little pissed, but okay. Now you'll notice, by the way, that that doesn't deal as much damage when I'm right on top of him with my... Really, dude? Really? Seriously? This is your great game plan, just to spam the grab attack. I'm mashing L1 and R1, by the way, to try to get out of that, so... I'm just going to tank this to the face. I don't fucking care anymore. You've been a jackass, and I'm going to make your life miserable. There's probably another king right behind me, though, so I should probably be careful of this. Get rid of this guy. What an asshole, really. Oh, yep, there's the other king. So he spawned in off screen, so that's fine. I haven't even used my gold pine resin yet either, so. Yeah, if you kind of stand close to them, well, this will happen, but it's fine. I can just Estus and be fine. Stand close to them. Their swords have a sweet spot on them, so they actually won't be able to damage you quite as much because their swords have the sweet spot on them. Alright, pine resin out for this. Oh my god. Did I get it off at least? Alright, hang on. There we go. Yeah, but see how much damage his sword was doing to me before this? And now it's doing nothing, basically. Yeah. And there you go. You don't even have to kill the king if their total HP bar depletes, which is why I keep whacking them when they die. Because if you can deplete their entire HP bar, they just die, even if they don't, well, die. So, there you go. That'll work. They give you 4 humanity and a bequeathed Lord's Soul Shard. Did I say that right? Bequeathed Lord Soul Shard? Yes, I did. Okay, so there you go. And 60,000 more souls for defeating them as well. So, not terrible. Not impressive, because it was mostly what everybody else does, which is just tank the damage and keep smacking them in the head. But, hey, if it works, then it works. If it ain't broke, right, don't fix it. Oh, I kept my gold pine resin. Nice. That didn't even affect it. Cool. Oh. I can't even have any fun in the Abyss, man. This place blows. I'm getting the hell out of here. Alright, we'll make a funny little drawing in Firelink Shrine instead. Maybe I'll make a funny little drawing for Anastasia down here. What can I make with 9 prism stones? Maybe a smiley face? Like, the eyes are going to be a little offset. Oh no, that's not terrible. Do a nose. Eh. And then, okay, I got 6 stones left for a smile, so... Man, a lot of reds. I guess the one is orange up there, though, so... There you go, Anastasia. Oh, I almost feel like I'm mocking her, the poor girl, but hey, she can't speak, so I'll just communicate with her through emotes. I don't know. I didn't have anything to do with them, okay? So I figure, whatever, I might as well use them for something. God, I hate carrying around this many souls. But, hey, you know, what else am I going to do with them at this point, right? Like, I mean, I guess I could level up Vitality and Endurance by 1 each, but, like, yeah, okay. But the only other thing I could think that I could do is, like, upgrade my armor to +6, but I don't really want to do that because it's at +5, and that's kind of a nice even-ish number, so, like, yeah, I guess I could level up Strength some more, but it really doesn't do much for me, so, and I can only do it once. And, I mean, that gets rid of my 69 levels, so, like, why would I want to do that, you know? Okay, so what else now? I guess I can put away the Covenant of Artorias. We don't need that anymore. Oh yeah, I've still got it equipped. Hold on. Let's put that off. What am I going to want? Flamestone plate ring. That's what I'm going to want for this next part. So that, and I guess I'll put the gold pine resin back on. We don't need the transient curses anymore either because we're never going to go back down that way. So... well, I guess we could go back down that way to talk to Ingward and tell him we beat the 4 kings, but, like, I mean, he'll move to Firelink Shrine as a merchant, quote-unquote, and that'll let him dispel curses for you, but he really doesn't say anything, so it's kind of not really something that I think is all that worth it. Don't need purple moss anymore, don't need blooming. Excuse me. I don't think I can get cursed ever again, so we don't need that either. Speaking of which, get rid of those. I'll keep the souls, I guess, and then for humanity, we got 11, so I guess I can give it a little bit more up to the Daughters of Chaos to Quelaag's sister. I don't think I picked anything else up, though, that I would want to put away, so... don't think we even really need the Crest Shield anymore, either, actually, because it's good against magic, but let me think about that. Yeah, no, the next place we're going has fire damage, and then the place that we go after that in the final dungeon also has fire damage. The Crest Shield has served its purpose. I guess we could get the Dragon Crest Shield out, and we could upgrade that. We have enough souls and everything to do that, but... it would do the same, effectively the same thing, basically, as the, whatchamacallit, if we did that. It would do the same thing as the Crest Shield, it would just be for fire damage instead of for magic. Maybe I'll get it out, why not? Just for the hell of it, right? I mean, Grass Crest has pretty decent block for fire damage, but it also won't have as much stability as that will at +5, so... Don't need Spell Stone Plate anymore. What am I actually going to use? I won't need Ring of Steel Protection anymore, either. Chloranthy I'll still use. Honestly, like, here's the thing, is that, like, I wanted to use a lot of these rings in specific situations where I feel like they'd come in handy, but it's just... Chloranthy Ring is often just so much better of a use because stamina is so important, and having more of it is almost always a beneficial thing, so if not always. So, I don't know, it just... For me, personally, it's like, yeah, I could use these, but, like, why when I could just have more stamina, you know? So... Bellowing? I might actually use Bellowing, although I'm probably going to use the Hornet's Ring for the final boss fight, but we'll see. Slumbering, I don't know if I'll use that again, but I'll hold on to it. Wolf Ring, Hawk Ring, Hornet Ring, Rusted Iron. I shouldn't need this anymore. Covenant, put away. Old Witch's Ring I'll hold on to. Alright, I think that's that. Well, that was a nice quick jaunt. Let's go to the parish. And then... we will head back to Daughters of Chaos. And from Daughters of Chaos, we can jump straight into another boss fight, because we've actually already gone ahead and taken care of getting the bonfire right next to Centipede Demon, so I can basically just go down the elevator and go straight down to the, well, okay, so I spoiled the boss 2 minutes before we find him, but Centipede Demon is the next boss, and we'll be fighting him in a moment, so there you go. Okay, so we were going to reinforce the Dragon Crest Shield. We've got the Twinkling Titanite for it, because you need 10 in order to reinforce these, so let's just put that all the way up, because why the hell not? I could do the target shield up to +5, I guess, if I really wanted to. It really doesn't do much for it, though. Its stability doesn't go up very much at all, so it's kind of just there, you know.
Don't get yourself killed.
Alright, but I think I'll just stick with Grass Crest and Flame Stoneplate Ring for now. I feel like those will probably come in more handy than otherwise. Ooh, you know what I actually do want to do, though, is I actually want to... maybe I'll just use an Elizabeth's Mushroom right before I walk into the boss fog to go against the next boss, because the next boss fight features lava as a hazard, but there is a way to kind of work around the lava a little bit. Especially if you have an Elizabeth's Mushroom, so I'll show that off in just a minute. We won't have to worry too much about lava after this next fight, but for now it's still a concern, so we'll have to figure that one out. Do I want to go human? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't have to for a little while yet, so... Let's use 6 of these. I should use 7, actually, because I want to keep one. So let's use one more. And then donate 6. Use the Old Witch's Ring.
Oh, my dear sister, don't mind me. It does not hurt terribly.
Donate so that she doesn't hurt terribly, even less. But yeah, like I said, we won't get up to the +3 version of the Covenant, I don't think, because you need to donate 80 humanity to do that, so...
Goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
But I'll do what I can while I'm here, because why not? This might be the last time I'll be able to help her out with that, so... yeah, might as well help her while I'm here, you know? Alright, rest here for a checkpoint. Keep our 1 humanity just for that little bit of extra item discovery, not that that'll really do me any good. And then use Ye Elevator that we unlocked. This is why I like doing all of that stuff before I go after any of the Lord Souls, though, because then you can kind of just go straight to them, you know what I mean? Like, especially if your build is basically done at that point, like, you don't have to worry about bothering with all of the running through the levels and, like, doing the whole level, you know what I mean? You're kind of already done with the hard part if you get this shortcut, and if you get the Tomb of the Giants, and, you know, all that other stuff, so... You're kind of done with the hard part if you get into those places and take care of business. Pardon me. Ah, another one that will be in my way. He's like, wait, where's that sound coming from? But we killed him in one hit now, so that's nice. Okay. We'll have a little checkpoint right here. Don't need to rekindle it because I've got 10 Estus to begin with when I get here, so that's fine. Alright, so let's set ourselves up. Don't need this anymore for now. I'll probably use it again in a little while. Well, maybe I won't because we need to keep the Ring of Favor on or it'll break, and I need to equip a different ring in just a little while to prevent the lava from murdering me as quickly. We'll talk about that in a minute once we get there, but until then, let's climb down here and see what we can do about this. Now, obviously, at this point in time, the Pyromancy Flame isn't really going to do us much good anymore because we're descending into the fire section of the game, and if the red aura around everything doesn't indicate that these enemies are immune to fire, I'm not sure what will. But we do need to go through the fog. Before I go through the fog, though, I am going to munch on an Elizabeth's mushroom and hope that it carries through the cutscene because... Actually, no, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. I'll stick them right here. And then I'll just chomp one when we get into the actual fight. And we'll go from there. Now, because I have Flamestone plate on, so I should really keep the Grass Crest shield for now. Now, I'm just going to warn everybody, I'm not very good at this next boss fight. I never really learned it all that much, because I could kind of just muddle through by whacking it upside the head, very similarly to what I did with the Four Kings, so we may die, and we may not. I'm not really sure yet. We'll find out in just a second, though. Here we go. Huh. Didn't know my armor doubled as a, preventative measure from me exploding from this lava being so hot. Yeah, remember that guy that I tried to whack upside the tail back in the Demon Ruins when we were up there? Turns out he is no longer intangible. He is also a centipede, which would send Cole into a loop and tell me to kill him with fire, and then I'd have to tell him, I can't! He's immune to fire! Or at least very resistant. I mean, his whole body is basically on fire on the inside. If he's not immune to fire, then I don't know what the hell. Anyway, Centipede Demon. Chomp on an Elizabeth's Mushroom for the regen. Every time you step across lava, you take some durability damage to your equipment, but also, I guess it's not that much durability damage, though. It's more just the HP damage that you take, which is pretty substantial for right now. But with Elizabeth's Mushroom, we can kind of deal with that, you know? So, it's kind of okay. Alright, now. Okay, those aren't doing so great, but I'll take the damage while I'm here. I have the feeling he's gonna, like, jump at me or something in a minute, though. Okay, there we go. Okay, kind of close to jumping at me, yeah. Come on, come over here and fight me on solid ground! That's close, but... I think you can knock his arm off, if I remember correctly, so... You know, if you don't get whacked upside the head by it too many times. You're not being particularly cooperative, are you? This is why I'm not really very good at the fight, honestly, because, like, the camera's kind of wonky. So, yeah, it doesn't really... Okay. He shakes the arena. I don't know. He just isn't really... Make sure that's dead. Yeah, it has an HP bar, so... Ah, the orange charge ring. Thanks. Double loops. Come Oh, recommend thing. There you go. Might as well top off while I'm thinking about it. I'm not using Dragon Crest all that much. I should probably just use the... probably should have used the Grass Crest shield. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I can usually... Oh, I did use Grass Crest, never mind. I can usually kind of just muddle through that one. He's not particularly difficult. It's just with the camera and the shaking and everything else, it kind of makes it a little more difficult than it has to be. And I mean, I guess that's fine, you know, whatever, but not really a big fan of that one. But we got him, so that's all good and fine. I didn't even end up using the gold pine resin. But for defeating his little appendage, centipede appendage thingamajigger, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, honestly, that was probably another one of Quelana's sisters. That sucks. Anyway, yeah, for defeating them, I don't know if... Probably a female because sisters, but, you know. For defeating them, we get the orange charred ring. And this allows you to... since his sores were inflamed by lava from birth, his witch sisters gave him this special ring, but fool that he is, he readily dropped it, and from that spot a terrible centipede demon was born. Oh, okay, this was Ceaseless Discharge's ring when he was human. Fair enough, and that's where the centipede demon came from. So that was not one of the sisters, that was the guardian of the orange charred ring. Anyway, we can wear it, and if we... So you saw how much damage the lava was doing to us before. Now if we walk on lava, yeah, it does like 1 damage per tick, which is significantly better. Now, of course, it deals damage to our durability of our items, but as I said previously, durability in this game isn't usually something you gotta worry about, so I'm not really super concerned about it. We'll be fine. And you know, the lava isn't quite as eye-piercing as I thought it was going to be. I figured it was going to be a mess, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, is that Solaire? Hey, buddy, we were just talking about you back at Firelink.
Why? Why?
Solaire, are you okay?
After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
Well, you're going in the wrong direction if you're looking for the sun, my friend. You're going underground.
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it.
Solaire's having a bad day. I'm going to let him ruminate a little bit. It's probably not a good idea, because usually when people are spiraling like that, it's not a good idea to let them ruminate. It usually only makes it worse. But either way, we have another lava field to cross, so let's cross the lava field, shall we? Okay, well, this will help a little bit. It'll make it a little easier to not take all that durability damage to my armor, mostly to my legs. Oh my god. Well, we're in Lost Izalith, but dragon butts. Great. The back ends of dragon zombies just littering the field here. Fun. I love that. I don't know what they were thinking with this area. Like, maybe the dragons, because they're like... I mean, obviously, a lot of dragons breathe fire, so maybe that was what they were thinking with this. But, like, just all of them? Everywhere? What's the purpose? Okay, so Brave Warrior, I'll take that. That's nice. I might go for that branch, but I feel like if I go for that branch, I'm just going to get, like, smacked up by the... Really, we need to go that way. So probably I'll try to do that in a second. I'm just going to go this way first, then and see if we get too close to the dragons for my liking. Which it looks like we will, so forget that. We're going this way. The dragon legs will probably somehow sense my presence. They won't see me, that's for damn sure, but they'll sense my presence and they'll chase after me. So that's a whole lot of fun. Oh, never mind. Not chasing after me. Pepto-Bismol, my friend. That's what you need. Antacids. Oh, is the chest good? Chest is good. What we got? Soul of a Great Hero. Nice. I think that's 20,000 souls just sitting there. It's too bad we didn't find it until... I think it's the only one in the game as well, so that's kind of cool. But it's a little too bad we didn't find it until, you know, the very end of the game. But, oh my god. Sir, you're going to need to get out of my way. I am being chased by a dragon zombie leg section. Now, you could go up that way, but before you go up that way, it might be a good idea to go this way instead. Wow, he's a lot faster than me. I guess that's what happens when you're all legs, huh? Yeah, it might be a good idea to go up here, whack this wall. It's an illusory wall. Here's a bonfire. You can warp to this bonfire, so if you want to use it to get out of here, it's probably a good idea. I might kindle this one, which will mean I'll need to reverse my hollowing, so... Let me think about that one. Do I want to do that yet, or do I want to warp back to... If I warp back to Daughters of Chaos and take the shortcut over there, I can actually resolve Solaire's situation while I'm there. And then I can just have 10 Estus without having to worry about that. I could show you how to get that way, though, if you go from this direction. It's up, basically upstairs from where we are, if I remember correctly. We want to go up on top of the area that we're in. Or is it over there? No, it's upstairs from here. So we want to actually go back to that one little branch that we were at before that guy started chasing us. So let's go there. Probably get chased again, but why not? It's fine. He won't be able to catch me up here. I think there's a few items strewn around in the lava field as well, but hell if I know where they are. I never bother with really doing anything in this place other than running straight through, because why would I want to stay here any longer than I have to? I think these legs can drop dragon scales, though, so I suppose if you really wanted to, you could, like, try to fight them and get dragon scales, but I don't know, I feel like there's probably easier ways to do that than fighting those. Like, if you really need that many dragon scales, there's a duplication glitch that I'm not even sure if it still works in this version of the game, but you could just use that instead. So. Oh good, I can get back on here. I'll walk back down and around. That Twin Humanities wasn't particularly worth it, but I guess I can use that to kindle one more bonfire if I so choose. Won't really need to do that because the Lord Vessel bonfire, which is right next to the final dungeon, that one has 20 Estus on it, I think, naturally, so it really doesn't make a difference. Oh well. It's worth considering. Now, I think our destination is inside of this pillar thing here, because I think you can get on top of a branch in here that'll take you up and around, so let's go do that while we're thinking about it. Ah, all this lava running makes you thirsty. Don't know if orange juice is really going to hydrate me in that particular case, though. Orange juice is full of water-soluble vitamins, which really need water in order to be particularly effective, but I get the feeling any water that's in my body right now is dehydrating right out of me. To be fair, though, I'm currently a husk, so, like, I don't think that that is something that needs to be considered, honestly. Alright, so now that we're out of the lava fields, we don't need the orange charred ring anymore, so I might Ring of Fog my way through the rest of this. It's just these statue guys and then a couple of other enemies, so it's not really like anything super substantial. There might be one crystal lizard as well, but I don't remember, so... Can't go that way, there we go. Well, he probably saw me, but that's fine. Excuse me, pardon me. Stamina for days. What the hell is that supposed to be? Oh god, it's all eyes and mouths. Well, whatever it is, don't get grabbed by it, because if you get grabbed by it, it will put you in its mouth, on its head. And also it spits acid, which reduces the durability of your weapons and armor even more. So yeah, don't get grabbed by it. I'm going to kill it though, because gross. Those things can drop red titanite chunks and red titanite slabs though, so if you want to use them, if you need them for, say, your Chaos Binder, they're a viable option. Hello there. Stop that. Man, that one was just one of Quelana's sisters who didn't even go crazy. She was just, okay, square up. She didn't even turn into one of these nasty things. She was just like, nope, I'm just gonna beat you up with pyromancies with no poise. So why not? What are you guarding? That might have been the grab attack right there. But he was too far away, so what do I care? So what was he guarding? Let's see. I don't know why I'm going exploring. I guess I'm kind of just like, okay, well, we might be... Okay, Chaos Fire Whip. So I think that's similar to Fire Whip. It has effectively 4 uses because it uses 20 of them each time, but it probably leaves lava puddles, so that's not terrible. Could be pretty useful. Alright, so you go down there. That's the boss fight, but before we go down there, I actually want to go down here. I think the one and only Red Titanite slab, if I remember correctly, that's in the game is down here. It's not here per se though, like not in this courtyard. There's like a little alcove right here. If you walk into there, I think you have to kind of hug the wall because the ground will fall out from underneath you. And down in the pit that it generates, there's kind of a little maze with a whole bunch of those acid-spitting guys in it. But down in that maze is, I think, the one and only Titanite slab in the game. So, or not Titanite slab, Red Titanite slab in the game. Although you could trade an Ascended Pyromancy Flame with Snuggly in order to get one, but I mean, you spent all those souls. It seems like a little bit of a waste, don't you think? Alright, now for the tough part. Because down this very linear, narrow hallway is a Titanite demon that takes up almost the entire hallway. He's pretty difficult to get past. I've actually died trying to get past this guy previously. He just shoots you in the back, or he jumps on top of you. Yeah, like that. Alright, run away. Run away. Get behind this so I have some cover. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Let's go this way. Crystal Lizard, but don't really care about this guy. Guess I'll fight him because I might as well. Oh, there's a Red Titanite chunk, so I guess you could have that. Now, if you've opened the shortcut, if you've talked to Solaire every other place you can talk to him, I believe he'll show up here. So, we're going to find out in a second. I'm headed that way. Yeah, there he is. Now, if you have not unlocked the shortcut, the one of these flea-looking things that gives you the sunlight maggot will actually jump on his head and take over his brain and force him to fight you. You'll be forced to kill Solaire. But because of the fact that we actually killed the sunlight maggot, giving one... Well, okay, so they're all maggots then because it's a sunlight maggot, and he gave you himself when you kill him. But basically, if you kill that one, he doesn't respawn, and that's the one that very specifically jumps on Solaire's head and causes him to go crazy, and you have to fight him and kill him. But since we killed that thing before Solaire got here, Solaire will just kind of sit here moping again. You okay there, man?
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son.
Solaire, I'm gonna have a little powwow with you for a second. Let me find my sit down emote. It's gotta be here somewhere. I think I have one. Unless that's not in this game and just in... Okay, it's probably just in Dark Souls 3 or 2. I'm gonna have a little powwow with you for a second, my friend. See this ring? This is an old witch's ring. And to be fair, it's apt because it was given to me by an old witch. She was the only one that would talk to me before I got put in the undead asylum. Nobody else would, but she would. And she told me this story. She told me the story of a hero from an ancient land that was swept up by a problem that they couldn't solve by themselves. This hero came in, couldn't figure out exactly how to do it right away. He wasn't a fix-all to the problem, but he kept persevering, and eventually he figured out what he needed to do in order to become the hero that he ended up being to everyone. That story was inspiring, man. It's what I strive for when I wander these crazy halls with these disgusting creatures. I strive to be like that guy. And honestly, I don't know if I'm quite doing what he would do in these situations. I don't even know if what I'm doing is right half the time, honestly, but you can't stop just because you didn't find what you're looking for. Part of this whole adventuring thing is being in the journey, man. You gotta just enjoy what you're doing, even if you don't find what you're looking for. You keep going. You don't just sit around and mope about it, you just keep wandering forward. You'll find what you're looking for eventually, but even if you don't, think about all the memories you made on the way. Think about all the people you made that you may have inspired to do better things. Keep those people in mind, because they will give you the strength when you feel like this again. And then you can keep moving forward. So even if you haven't found the sun in this deep, dark pit of hell, don't worry so much, my friend. You'll find it eventually. But you can't do it if you just keep sitting around here. You gotta keep moving forward. I hope that helps. I'm about to go kill Hellgod, so wish me luck. I may not even get past the Titanite demon, to be fair. 6 Estus for a fight I haven't done in 17 billion years. Okay. We'll see how it goes. If it goes poorly, I can just warp back to Daughters of Chaos, though, at this point, because all we have to do in order to get to the fight is go past the Titanite demon. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't mind just going from the, whatchamacall. Oh my god. Okay, run. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, though. He knocks off, like, half your HP with his single physical attack. It's kind of crazy. Definitely makes it harder than it has to be. Alright, so now this next fight is this game's version of the Dragon God fight from Demon's Souls. It's a puzzle boss fight. Although puzzle is, I guess, a little bit of a misnomer. Honestly, it's a little less of a puzzle fight than it is almost a little bit of a platforming challenge, really. Now, here's the thing about it, though. It's persistent. So if you die in this fight, you actually will respawn outside there. You'll have to run back, obviously. But once you come back, the fight will, if you have proceeded through the phases of the fight, there's 3 phases. So, like, let's say you get the first phase done and then you die. When you come back, the boss will still be in phase 2, even if you died in phase 2. So, technically, you can... a lot of speedrunners, what they do is they'll do the first phase, they'll quit and reload the game so that they end up back outside the boss fog here. And then they will do the second phase, quit and reload again, and then they'll do the third phase. So it's fine, I guess. That's one way to do it. I don't know if that's the way I'd want to do it. Chloranthy or Rare Ring of I don't need the Rare Ring of Sacrifice. I don't need the souls at all, so I'll just do the Chloranthy ring for the extra stamina regen. And maybe Green Blossom as well. Since we've got 6 of them, I might as well use a few, you know. So, all right. In we go. But before you go to the fight, you get to go down the slide. And honestly, that's my favorite part, so let's do it. Sorry, I get really easily amused by the back and forth motion here. Okay, so, Bed of Chaos. Ye Old Witch of Izalith. I forget which one is the easier way to go here. You know, I'm actually going to use Dragon Crest because 100% physical block is pretty nice. I'm going to go right first. I know when in doubt go left is the typical way of doing it, but I'm going to go right first, actually. Let's see how it works. All right. Nothing really going on so far. She's trying to swipe me, but swiper no swiping seems to be working pretty effectively. So you don't even have to hit those things, those little orbs on the side. You can kind of just roll into them, and that will bring the boss to its second phase. And you might be thinking, okay, well, what's the problem with that? You just run to the other side. Well, I'll show you the problem in just a moment, because she's going to continue swiping, but, well, there's more to it than just that. There's also a scythe now to deal with, so that's fun. But, like I said, there's more to it than just that. Okay. Wait for that. Now, you have to deal with that, too. The floor is going to start caving in, so, in certain places. And obviously, she can knock you off by pushing you, so, oh my god. Okay. So that's a bit of a problem now, isn't it? I don't know if I can make this jump. I mean, I'm gonna have to, right? Because, like, where else could I go? I guess I could go all the way to the inside, but... I'm gonna try it. Block. Okay, she's not hitting me from there. She's hitting on the inside. These don't fall out, though, this little section in the middle here, where there's no, like, where the floor is solid. That doesn't fall out. It's just these parts with the marble tiles, basically. It's not marble. You can ask this real quick. Can I get through here? No, I can't. Okay. So we're gonna go, oh my god, go this way then. Okay, well, that could have been problematic. Alright, roll into this real quick. Okay, I'll hit it then instead. Okay, phase 2 complete. Actually, going right wasn't terrible. I could kind of, like, walk to the inside and still do that section pretty okay, so... Now it's just going to be a matter of getting out of there again, which might be a little tough. Because now we've got 2 sides to deal with. I believe she starts casting Chaos Firestorm at this juncture. I could be wrong about that, but we're going to find out in a second, aren't we? Is she swiping? No. Oh my god. This is where Flame Stout Plate would have come in handy. I dodged too early. It's okay, I can chug. Be somewhat okay. Okay, well, okay, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Chugging again. This isn't good. Okay. Now. Alright, well, I'm almost out of Estus. Now here's the problem. You gotta get in there, but, well, there's the rest of this to deal with, so... Last Estus. Let me get out of here before she firestorms the shit out of me here. Alright, run! Quick, quick, quick! Firestorm is coming! Ow! Okay, okay, we're still fine, we're still fine. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling! Wow. Okay. So, that was one cycle Bed of Chaos. On 5 Estus. Sometimes I impress even myself. I've never done that fight one cycle before. I've always died in one of the phases and then had to do the rest of the fight after that. Damn. Well, I'll take it. Let's go beat the game since I'm on such a roll. Yeah, hey, nice. We did it. I will take it. Alright, so it's too early to be ending just yet. I've got time. I'm almost done, actually, with all my homework for the weekend, so I can do some video setup tomorrow so that we can... I had to pick kind of like a... Not a fluff game, basically. It's a game I was planning on playing anyway as my next project, but it's like something I can do short notice and not have to, like, worry about planning anything, you know, so... I was gonna play the next couple of action games that I was gonna play, non-RPGs, were gonna be projects where I didn't have to worry, didn't have to worry. There were gonna be projects that I was gonna play with my brothers. Like anything that I had left that was had a multiplayer component was something I was going to play next. But because of the fact that I'm not quite done with the semester yet, I don't really want to do that just yet. You know, I feel like it's a little bit. It wouldn't be really particularly worth it to do that. So, since that's the case, yeah, I picked something that's, I guess, a little fluffy. Not super fluffy, but something that's not particularly, difficult to do, you know? So, what would be a good idea going forward here? I guess Ring of Fog until the... No, I'll use the Hornet Ring. We haven't gotten a chance to use that yet, but what it does is when you do parries and riposte with the Hornet Ring, you actually deal more damage. I think it's 30% more damage when you have it equipped. So with that being said, let's get the target shield back out one last time. And then here's what I need to see. He's awake. Okay, I was kind of hoping he'd be asleep for this part. But... well, If I go quick enough, maybe he won't know what happened and just he'll be like, oh, I'm probably dreaming again. I'll go back to bed. But one thing that you're about to learn, Frampt, you can't vor what you can't catch. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Ah! Oh. Well, thanks again, Alvina. That'll work. I don't actually know if Alvina did that, but I sure as hell wasn't coming down here the normal way again. Okay. Frampt is not down here. Good. He can stay there. Let's offer up the souls and open this last door. You know, if I use this as a thumbnail, people are going to be kind of confused about why I have the target shield on my back, aren't they? Alright, does it 20 Estus? It does 20 Estus, okay. Well, that is a ton of Estus, but I don't know if we'll necessarily need all that for this fight. We'll see. Looks like the souls of the knights that sacrificed their lives to get here. Let's hope they all don't want to fight me, or we're going to have a certified moment on our hands. They appear to be just walking the realm between life and death, which, good for them, I guess. Maybe don't cling on to your time in life, unless you're still trying to protect the kiln of the first flame. That's the arena. That is, in fact, the place where we fought Artorias. And now, it's the site of the Lord's Flame. So I guess Gwyn... This is that time is shifting and obscuring thing happening again, isn't it? Because the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, to my understanding, was 100 years before the events of this game. But that doesn't make much sense, because here's the kiln, where we fought Artorias. It's the arena from Oolacile. We're gonna fight, well, the final boss in there. We've opened the door to Gwyn by offering up at the souls of his friends. But that would have meant he would have only gone in there less than 100 years ago. And Frampt is talking about it having been 1,000 years. Time is weird, yo. I don't know what the hell. Anyway. So this is the final dungeon. But we're not quite out of the woods just yet. Before we can get to Gwyn, his Black Knights want one last tussle. So let's give them a tussle, shall we? One riposte, huh? Alright, Black Knight Sword, Titanite Chunk. If you're missing components for the end of your build, the Kiln of the First Flame is a very good place to get those components, because these Black Knights are guaranteed to drop one of the various colors of Titanite Chunk. I believe that first one always drops a regular one, and then like they'll drop white ones, red ones, blue ones, that sort of stuff as you go, so. We'll find out in a second, because we're going to kill all of them on the way, hopefully. No, we don't just bite it or something. Okay, that one drops a red Titanite Chunk, so there you go. You need the Chaos Viander. Here's a place where you can get your chunks. At this point, you should have enough green Titanite, though, so you shouldn't really need to worry about that. But if you need your red chunks, that guy's the one that drops them. Probably blue and white are coming up, and then there's probably another guy that drops a regular Titanite chunk up ahead here. But they're guaranteed drops, so you don't actually need to have like the Covetous Gold or anything like that. You'll just get them every time you kill these guys. So makes farming for the highest end weapons in the game a little easier, anyway. I guess. There's another Sword Knight, so he's probably going to drop a regular old chunk for me. Yep. And another Black Knight sword. Great. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't return to being human. Here's the Black Knight set, by the way. If you return to being human, and as a matter of fact, I may go and do that right now, even though we already just beat a whole bunch of those guys, because I can show you something if we go return to being human real quick, because we're not that far in. I didn't think about it until just now, that's my bad. But if you're human and you go through this section, there's actually, since we finished up Solaire's questline, there's actually one little tidbit that becomes available as a result of it. So I'll go show that off real quick by becoming human. By the way, we actually missed all of his invasions, but there's a knight that is a recurring invader. He invades you normally in the depths, in the demon ruins, and in the in Lost Izalith. It's Knight Kirk. He wears the Thorn armor set, and I believe if you defeat him all 3 times in his invasion spots, you can actually get his armor set over by the Daughter of Chaos. But we were never human when we would normally fight him, so since that's the case, we never got to see him, so I guess apologies for not showing him off, but he really didn't do... honestly, I'm not really, like... It's just an NPC invader. He doesn't really have any story going on. I believe he's a Chaos Servant just like we are, but doesn't really do anything for the story, you know, so... All right, we won't need these gold pine resins after all, because Gwyn is in there, and he's very resistant to lightning. Obviously, he uses lightning, so that would make sense. All right, put these away. And other than that, I guess we got the Black Knight set, so we can put that away. It's probably right around here somewhere. Let's put the stone set away as well. There it is. I don't think there's any other items going forward from here, so we will we can put that away too. Don't need that anymore. Probably worth it to hold on to these. I don't think Frampt can even eat these, honestly, because I think you only need to get them once per save file. The Covenant of Artorias might actually disappear, though, in between. Like, if you go to New Game Plus, it might disappear. Because in New Game Plus, I think you still have to fight Sif in order to get into the Abyss. So it might disappear in between New Game cycles. I'm not sure. I didn't human. Hang on. I did not Detroit become a human. Hold the phone. Okay, so 20 Estus in a dream. Excuse me, let's go fight these Black Knights. I think I only really need to fight 3 of them in order to show off the Solaire thing. And then after that I can probably Ring of Fog up, because I really don't need their drops. And we can kind of just run past them at that point, you know? Hell, I could run past these ones, honestly, but I don't want them chasing me, because if I remember correctly, the Black Knights, because like if you try to fight them elsewhere and you try to run away from them, they'll literally chase you to like the ends of the damn earth. So basically I don't want these guys chasing after me, because I feel like if they do, they will quite literally chase me until I can't run any further. I don't need that. It's probably another Black Knight sword as well, but it's a Titanite chunk. So if I wanted to plus 15 the Grass Crest Shield, I suppose I could, but I don't think I need to. You know what else I probably should have brought is I probably should have brought Flash Sweat. But I can equip the Flamestone Plate Ring and get a similar effect, so. Because I believe Flash Sweat adds just a flat 50 fire resistance, so. Oh, and the only other Black Knight in the game that has a Great Axe is actually located here in the kiln as well. So if you were looking for a Black Knight Great Axe and you did not get one as a drop from the one in the Catacombs, you can get one here. And it's a pretty powerful weapon to use in New Game Plus. I'm a big fan. I love its moveset. I think it's fantastic. It suffers a slight damage penalty because it's faster than other Great Axes, so it's not quite as strong as, say, the regular old Great Axe could be at plus 15, but the moveset for me is just great, so I'm a big fan. Oop, right. I forgot. You don't die yet. Oh, I can kill you with one-handed after riposting you with the Hornet Ring. Nice. Okay, so now we get to see if the Great Axe guy and the Halberd guy want to play. But yeah, there's the trademark yellow summon sign. So if you rescued Solaire all the way through the game, well, not rescued, but if you rescued him from the Sunlight Maggot in Lost Izalith, he will actually be available to help you with the final boss fight. You can summon him here, although I wouldn't summon him yet. I would go down and defeat the Black Knights if you're going to have him help you with the final boss fight, and then you can, you know, clear the way so that way he can help you out with it, so he's not losing HP on anything but the boss, you know. So, but yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have him. I wouldn't summon him right yet. I would go down and defeat the other Black Knights first, and then I would summon him if you're gonna. All right, Ring of Fog. We got the not the Chloranthe. We got the Grass Crest. Let's Green Blossom up so we can run through this section real quick, and then we'll go confront the boss. See if I can quickly equip a different ring as well while I'm at it. I mean, honestly, I could just beat these guys, but. Okay, he saw me already, so. Can I equip anything really quickly? Hornet Ring, there we go. Ow. Alright, we got 20 Estus, it'll be fine. I'll just heal up right now. Alright, Gwyn, come on. Let's do this. We can put on a parry clinic with Gwyn by chugging Estus as he gets up, and then he'll always two-hand you after that. I think I'm going to fight him legit now, though. That's 3, so I think I'm going to try to fight him legit now, just so that way we can, you know, actually get a fight out of him. So. His kick will obviously deal lots of stamina damage to you. Ow. Okay, maybe I won't get a fight out of him because I don't want any of what he was just offering me. Oh, okay, I'm against the wall. Whoops. So maybe I should have parried him, huh? Maybe I should have just kept doing that. So maybe the Flame Stone Plate Ring is a good idea then in this particular case, so that we don't have to deal with that. Dragon Crest would also probably be a good idea. Hornet Ring would be good, but like, obviously, if I'm gonna do it legit, I'm not gonna want to be, you know, doing all of that. So, yeah, let's just do it this way. Just, you know, casually lose almost 180,000 souls, no big deal. I mean, I haven't lost them yet. They're just sitting in his arena, but if I'm going to do this legit, it's less and less likely with every passing second that I'll actually be able to get them back, so we'll see. I didn't get Flash Sweat again. I'm going to go back and get it. He's actually not particularly resistant to fire, even though he uses it. He uses fire primarily because he linked the fire. I believe Frampt talked about this a little bit previously, but yeah, he linked the fire, so that's what kind of gave him the fire sword that he's using, but he is very resistant to lightning, so if you wanted to use lightning on him, I wouldn't, because it really won't do you a whole lot of good. So, it's unfortunate that all but one of the available offensive miracles in the game are lightning elemental. Like, only one of them is magic elemental, and it's not very easy to get. You have to, I guess, well, actually, I guess it's pretty easy to get because you just have to do Rhea's questline, but yeah, no, it's not particularly, well, okay, so I'm saying it again, but it's not like it's difficult to get, it's just, I don't know, I usually don't bother getting it. It only has like 3 uses or something, so I'm not like particularly a big fan of it, so either way. We get to see how far the Black Knights chase us now, so that's real great. Just run past after I hit his thing. I could Estus up, but I kind of don't want to because they can chase you pretty good, so they might be like right on my tail here. So, I guess I can Estus here, though. This is why we have 20 Estus, so that way we can chug it if we need it in order to get to Gwyn with relatively full HP. I don't know about this guy, though. He might not give me a choice. There we go. Just do that and then run. I don't want to fight you, so I'm going to just parry you and then run past. Oh, my Green Blossom ran out. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got to be careful of our stamina, though, in the Gwyn fight, because he uses quite a lot of it. When you block his attacks and anything like that, he will obviously use up quite a bit of it in the process. So, all right, give me just one parry. I'll do one parry at the beginning, and then I'll stop. I can't do this fight without doing one. It's just in my DNA. All right, I'm going for my souls. Forget it. Okay, now we can fight. Let's see what you've got, old man. Can't get a backstab off on him, so I don't know why I'm trying to do that. But yeah, see how much better the Dragon Crest shield is at blocking his attacks? 100% physical, 85% fire. It gets quite good. Okay, that was kind of stupid of me, though. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. Kind of hard to heal, though, because he will punish. If you heal right in front of him, he will punish you for it, so... Now, if he does something like that, then there you go, but... Yeah, as you can see, he can kind of just decide, okay, I'm just going to punish you anyway, so that's a grab attack. Punish that if you're out of the way, but... Oh, and I stagger him from 2 hits. That's good to know. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So punish his grab attacks is what we'll do. 2, there we go. These I'll just let him go because he'll just keep on a-going. Oh, I thought he was about to jump at me as a result of me doing that. He did, to be fair, but he jumped back first, so that works. Definitely put your shield down, though, after he attacks, because unless it's a one-handed hit like this, he'll use up a lot of your stamina in the process, so you gotta kind of get your stamina back in order to... Oh, that looks familiar. Remember when Soul of Cinder did that to me like 17 times in the boss fight in Dark Souls 3? Where you going, man? Don't make me get the bow out. I will get the bow out. Man, dodgy guy. Okay. He's not really doing his grab that much, which is... I mean, it's fine, you know, whatever. I need to stand a little closer to him, I think, to get him to do the grab. Okay, I need to get out of here, though, because this is not a good spot to be in. Against the wall. Okay. Okay, I'll take the hit. No, I won't. Oh, good. Staggered him again. Oh, God. I don't want to heal yet, because he would have done that to me if I had healed, so... Oh, God. Okay, now I'll heal, because I'm behind the thing. Oh, and he jumped back again. Nice. If you're behind a rock, you're a little safer against him, so that's helpful, I suppose. Did I take a hit there? No, I didn't. Okay. I heard the fire sound effect, though, so... It spooked me a little bit. I was like, wait a minute. No, I dodged that, right? Almost didn't dodge that right, though. Holy shit. Okay. Don't know why I put my shield back up, thinking, oh yeah, I'll be fine if he kicks me. No, he definitely would have kicked me and followed up on it. Okay. Yeah, see, 4-hit combo, all of your stamina gone, so just be careful of that. Out of here. It's not gonna let me. Alright, get behind a rock. Yeah, okay, well, it's the grab, so it gives me a chance to heal, but it also prevents me from attacking him, which is not what we want. I don't want to be too far away from him then, though, because then he'll, like, jump in on you, which is not what you want either. Okay. I was going to attack there, but I thought he was going to follow right up. Probably should have rolled in there, actually. Would have worked a little better. Yeah. Okay, he's away from me. I'm gonna heal again. He's gonna jump at me though. Yep, had a feeling. Wasn't behind the rock enough. Okay. Stop that. Oh, okay, that's fine. I can stagger him out of it before he starts whacking me upside the head the whole way. Okay, healing. But yeah, usually the heal baits out the two-handed swing, so just keep that in mind. There we go. Stop it. Right now. No more, old man. This ends here. Okay. We got his soul. The Black Knights are gone. I guess they left along with Gwyn's memories. And now we have a decision to make. The first bonfire, the first flame, is right over here. It can be kindled. That is, in fact, what Frampt wanted me to do, though. So I'd be doing what he wants, and considering the fact that I don't exactly trust that guy very much, I don't know if that's such a good decision. But here's the problem. The door is wide open. I could walk away and leave the flame to fade so that only dark remains. But what's to say that Manus, or something worse than Manus, won't just pop up out of the darkness that comes from it? Who's to say that I won't just walk out of this door, and because it's wide open, and someone else may have attempted to do this previously, Frampt and any other serpents of his kind won't have said, oh yeah, well maybe they could just walk out, and then they'll try to do something about that. We're kind of stuck at this point, unfortunately. Excuse me. Now, this music reminds you a bit of Roxas's theme in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, kind of. I don't think you have quite as much of an attachment to Gwyn in this one as Roxas in that case, but yeah, it gives me that vibe too. It's kind of got that like mournful sort of thing to it. But yeah, we're kind of stuck because I feel like no matter what we do, we're gonna be at the mercy of someone else controlling what we do here. We're gonna link the flame, and that's what Frampt wanted. We're gonna walk away, and that's what Frampt anticipated. And again, what if something worse comes out of the abyss this time? So I think my plan, because there's no real way for me, despite my strength, to take this matter into my own hands, is I'm gonna do what Frampt wants me to do. I'm going to link this flame. But I'm going to link it with a prayer. I link this flame not as a means of prolonging the Age of Fire, but as a curse. A curse that my progeny will bear. Bearer of my curse, seek this flame. Use it as a beacon to guide your own journey, so that one day you can make it to this kiln and steal this damn flame away from the serpents so that they won't control our lives anymore. One day, you will come here and do so, lest this land be swallowed by the flames or the dark that remain. And that's the game, everybody. I didn't expect to be beating this tonight, so my thoughts are probably going to be a little bit scatterbrained here, but that's okay. Oh, Dark Souls is such a comfort game for me. This was the first Souls game that I ever played. I actually learned about it before it became super popular. I believe, if I remember correctly, I, for some reason, found videos on it like a couple of months before Artorias of the Abyss, which was the DLC. A couple of months before that came out, I actually found this game, and I found... Basically, if you know all the old Souls YouTubers, your Epic Name Bros, and all those guys, like, this was before Vati Vidya. That's how long ago I found this game, to the point where it's like, oh, okay, cool. You know, it's kind of like an obscure RPG that not a lot of people know about. I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not? Everybody says it's hard. Let's see how hard it is. And it kicked my ass the first time I played. Oh my god. I had some godforsaken, for some reason, I had some godforsaken death wish on myself that said, you should do a faith build in combination with a strength build on your first playthrough, and my stats were all over the place. I think I leveled resistance at least a couple of times. Like, that's how you know it was bad. But yeah, it's just such a comfort game for me now. I've played it so many times since that I've kind of just, even though it was really difficult and I was raging like crazy when I first played it, it kind of gave me the bug to play more difficult video games again. Like, I hadn't really been good at video games before, and I know it's the meme. They all hold up the doctor's clipboard with the Elite Knight helmet on, and it says "Get good" on it. I know that's the meme, but genuinely, Dark Souls made me good. I didn't really challenge myself in video games before I played Dark Souls. I kind of just, okay, hey, can I grind in order to steamroll through the next 12 hours of the game? Then let's do it. And I would do things that would not challenge me. They would test my patience rather than my skill in video games before Dark Souls came along. With Dark Souls in my life, it changed the way that I looked at video games, genuinely. Like, that's a high honor for a game to have, to be the reason why I've genuinely tried to get better at video games since 2011 when I found this game. And I don't know, I had such really high hopes for the series after playing Dark Souls. I went back and played Demon Souls because I didn't have anything else to go off of at that point. I mean, they released Artorias of the Abyss, and it was like, okay, that's it, you know, like, whatever. That's as far as we can go for now. Let's go play Demon Souls. So I played Demon Souls, and I enjoyed that, but I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoyed Dark Souls. At that point, I had played Dark Souls like 3 times. It was 2012, and I had played Dark Souls like 3 times in a year. It was crazy. Like, I'd gotten better. Like, I was still dying to bosses, but I was genuinely getting better with every play. And I was understanding how the game's mechanics worked, and I was understanding how they changed around like the things with the patches, because Souls games, I usually don't play them when they first come out, because they're kind of notorious because they change around the balance with each subsequent patch. And this game was patched to hell and back. Like, there was probably 11 or 12 patches by the time the game was done with. And really, by the time the game was all patched, infusions were kind of not great anymore. Like, Fire and Lightning were still okay, but they were busted as hell when the game first came out. And yeah, they're not really as good anymore. Mostly now you just want to go up the regular physical path unless you're doing like a specialty build of some kind. So if you need elemental damage, you're better off casting a spell or using a resin. But yeah, no, I've grown as a player of video games since Dark Souls came out. By the way, this is how New Game Plus begins. It just loads back up the Northern Undead Asylum cutscene and kicks you back in. Yes, indeed. But you keep all of your stuff, including Gwyn's soul, all the souls you had from the beginning, and everything you've picked up. The bottomless box is still yours, so everything that was in there is still yours. So, yeah, you can play the game all the way through again. Time is apparently cyclic, along with being convoluted, so there you go. But yeah, so I've grown as a player since playing Dark Souls for the first time. Am I gonna say it's a perfect video game? No, I really don't think I can reasonably. Like, I don't mind the second half of the game, but I feel like a lot of its bosses and gameplay mechanics get kind of gimmicky without a real reason for it. Like, the first half of this game is excellent. It's paced well. The areas are really, I mean, I don't really like the Poison Swamp particularly, but the areas kind of all build to this crescendo in Anor Londo, and things keep getting more and more challenging. The gimmicks are there, but they're not intrusive like they are in certain cases in the second half of the game. The bosses are fun and challenging. You're not particularly strong, so you're kind of struggling a little bit, but you're struggling against something that you overcome, and it relieves frustration, or it makes you feel good about your gameplay because you showed off a good amount of skill. And then Anor Londo happens, and it's the toughest area so far, and the boss is so difficult, but you kill them, and if you're a horny teenage boy, you get rewarded with gigantic boobs. Why did they program Guinevere like that? I don't know, but anyway, not the point. Then you can warp between bonfires, and it's like, okay, they built this up, and it's been awesome so far. How's it going to continue? And then I don't know, like I don't mind the setup for the second half of the game. It kind of feels like Mega Man X, except 3D as an action RPG. It's like you choose your boss, you go down a path, you play the level, you kill the boss. But I don't know, like Tomb of the Giants really rubs me the wrong way. Target lock being limited by the darkness, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of enemies that can push you around. Lost Izalith is just kind of a bunch of dragon legs just strewn together. The Duke's Archives isn't bad. It's another prison, which feels a little obtuse considering here I am in prison again. And then, what am I missing? Oh, New Londo Ruins. Yeah, I guess not really a big fan of New Londo either. It's kind of one little area and that's it. I do like how it kind of intertwines with the Valley of Drakes and Firelink Shrine and all that stuff. And it's probably out of all of them, it's the one that I like the level design of the best, even though the ghosts are annoying as hell. And then there's the Kiln, which is kind of just 5 Black Knights and then Gwyn, who you can parry to death if you really choose to. I have done that several times in the past, but I chose to try to fight him legit this time. And I mean, it wasn't bad. We used 7 Estus in the fight, so not great, but not bad. So, and I mean, it was second attempt, so there you go. But yeah, so I mean, overall, I like the gameplay of Dark Souls 1. It kind of is in a similar situation as the original Kingdom Hearts for me, where it combines the action and the RPG sections just enough where it feels like they're both really well balanced with each other, you know what I mean? Second half of the game, maybe not so much. I mean, I could kind of just face roll the 4 kings, basically. Like, if I can get up in melee range with them, it doesn't matter what armor I'm wearing. If I have enough health, I can just face roll them, kill them, drink an Estus, and then I'm good to go for the next one, you know what I mean? So that's not necessarily great in terms of the gameplay design, but I mean, I think overall it's pretty solid. So, yeah, not really too many complaints on that front. Like I said, the action in the RPG is pretty well balanced, I think. Excuse me. Not a ton of character development to talk about, but I don't think it's really that kind of RPG. It's not the kind of RPG where you see characters grow and develop over time. It's more a matter of kind of just running into people, intersecting with them along the way, and letting them be a part of your journey for just a minute. The real character study is on you and how you challenge yourself to overcome the obstacles that are put in front of you, and how you grow as a character, quote unquote. So it's a little bit of a different kind of a game. So character development doesn't really apply here. It's more a matter of your growth and development. How will you handle these challenges? Will you strive to overcome, or will you get frustrated and quit? So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I don't mind it. I don't mind it being absent. You know, it doesn't. I don't feel like if they spent a lot of time going in depth with the characters, like here, let's let Crestfallen Warrior at the Firelink Shrine have an hour-long backstory. I don't feel like it would add much, you know. So, I mean, I guess in some cases I can say things about it because, like, you know, having a lot of the extra lore be hidden in item descriptions is, I mean, I've never really, this is probably a hot take, I've never been a huge fan of it. But I think that the world design helps with that, because the world design kind of lets you see the details of what the areas used to be without really being super, like, concerned about the item descriptions. The item descriptions are kind of just there for a similar reason as the data log in Final Fantasy XIII. It's kind of there in case you're curious, and it lets you abate your curiosity. Although I think it lets you abate your curiosity a little more than 13, because it actually answers a lot of the questions that you may have had, and some that you may not have had, and then you're like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. So, music is pretty good. It's Motoi Sakuraba again. This man is everywhere. He's in the Tales series. He's in Golden Sun. He did the music for this game. I think he did the music for Demon Souls as well. He kept doing the music for the Dark Souls series. I think he did it for Bloodborne too. He's very prolific as a composer, so he's kind of all over the place. And I do enjoy the final, the credits song that I was talking over there. It's called Nameless Song, if you'd like to go listen to it yourself. But, yeah, no, honestly, overall, probably Dark Souls is, out of all of the Souls games that I've played, it's probably my favorite out of all of them. I have not played Elden Ring yet, so I can't say whether or not that will change things for me. I'm honestly, if I'm going to be completely candid, I'm a little concerned about Elden Ring, because... So Dark Souls 2 is the next game that we'll be playing in the series here, and Dark Souls 2 is my least favorite in the series for a variety of reasons, but I already think Dark Souls 2 is a little bit too bloated with its content, and Dark Souls 2 does not have an open world that's vast and gigantic and full of nooks and crannies to explore. Elden Ring having an open world concerns me a little bit, because I'm like, if I already felt like Dark Souls 2 was bloated and Elden Ring is going to be twice as long as that, how am I going to feel by the end of that, you know? But we'll cross that bridge when we come there, because for now, yeah, I enjoyed Dark Souls. Not really a shock. It's kind of one of those classic games. At this point, I honestly feel like I could say it's practically required reading for any action RPG enthusiast. It's just one of those games that sort of, it defined the genre and created its own genre for several years afterwards. Souls-likes are now a thing and have been for several years because this game became so popular and because so many people ended up playing it. Now, do I resent this game for its popularity? No, not really. I resent the people that made it popular in some cases because I liked it when it was an obscure gem, but I still enjoy it and I still come back to it every now and then to play it. So that has to mean something, and it means that I enjoy it quite a lot. Will I say it's perfect? No, but it's damn solid. So that's all I have. And like I said, those probably were a little more scatterbrained than usual, but that's going to do it. We finished the game earlier than I thought. That's it. We are finished with Dark Souls, the Stream Edition. And that means we'll be moving on to our next game tomorrow. Because I'm going out next Friday. Because my birthday is next Tuesday. Turning 33. The march of time never ends. But my parents want to go out for dinner next Friday. So instead of streaming, I'm going to go out to dinner. So we're going to stream tomorrow. And we're going to stream Monday. And we're going to stream next Saturday. And we'll pick a new game to stream those days. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be playing the multiplayer games that I was planning on playing after this game was over. But then again, I thought this was going to take a lot longer than it actually is. So either way, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I hope you enjoyed Dark Souls, the Stream Edition. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Got to play the game a little different from how I usually did. Never used the mace before in this game. I mean, I used it in Dark Souls 3, so I knew it was strong, but yeah, it's pretty damn good. No shock there. It's a strength weapon in a game where you can stop raising strength after 15 points of it and be fine. 16 in our case. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Until I see you on the next playthrough, which I'll post the schedule for on Twitch, YouTube, and Discord for next week as soon as I get the description done for this one. But until I see you for the next playthrough, whichever game that is, or wherever I see you next around the internet, I hope that you'll take care and have a good one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to try to invent the sit down emote while I'm hanging around in prison again, so that way I can finally create a stable time loop where Dark Souls 3 can happen several hundred years into the future. It's funny the things you see when your life flashes before your eyes, when you immolate yourself to continue the world's, I don't even know what word I'm thinking of there. Oh dear God, I'm going hollow. Turn off the camera. Turn the camera off before I completely go hollow and all of Quaylana's work is wasted. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. See, that would have been a lot of funnier if I was close enough to the thing to clip stop recording while I was spiraling. Unfortunately, I'm not close enough to do that, but you get the idea.